D-Rock brought to my attention that some radio show out of Baltimore just decided to start trashing us.
Yeah.
A show I've never heard of.
This is pretty.
It's always a show you've never heard of.
Always.
And I want the backstory on this, why they're trashing us. Their phone number is 800-767-1098. Someone might find that number interesting.
Yeah.
1-800-767-1098.
I think I know.
I gave E-Rock a cue to run down the hall. Is he running down the hall?
Oh,
is
my
he?
God. No.
Is he?
Well, first you'd see the water looking like Jurassic Park. And then... oh, no. Well, Steve is. No, Steve's kind of trotting. No E-Rock, though.
Why?
I don't see E-Rock.
You
I
help
don't
me.
even see E-Rock.
You brought this to our attention. Why wouldn't you be, close by so we could get the backstory? I don't want Steve's version of the backstory. Hi, Steve. Where's E-Rock?
He's in the back.
In the
I
office?
was back there, by the way.
Why isn't he coming down
Because
the hall?
he sent me down to give you the
No,
backstory.
I like
Steve was handling all the backstory, by the way.
Huh?
I was in the office watching the whole thing. Steve was vigorously handling the
All
backstory.
right, you can help out. E-Rock, what's the deal with this show in Baltimore? 98 Rock. I think we used to have some friends on that station for a while.
Yeah, Mark and Lopez or something like that, but they're gone. So it's this new show. And apparently somebody on their show listens to our replay as they go in to do their show in the morning.
All right, so they're a fan.
Yeah.
Mentioned it.
What's the problem with being a fan of our show if you work for another radio show?
Well, apparently the hosts of the show weren't happy that the producer of the show listens to us.
Why? They're not on yet.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares what you listen to before you fucking come in?
Right.
By the time we found out and we checked their stream, we only got about a minute of it before they went to break.
What, they were trashing us, though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another fucking jealous radio show.
It's great. It's so great to listen to, though.
Just jealousy. I don't even know these guys. They certainly know who we are.
Nobody does.
That happens when you go to satellite. You become, it just...
Yeah. There were moments where I laughed out loud on the way. They're hilarious. Don't get me wrong. Opie and Anthony are hilarious.
I used to
Hold on.
So what's the problem?
Who is this? Is it Danny Bonaducci? Is it Rocco? Is it fucking Bubba? Is it
Maxwell?
Maxwell? Which radio voice, same radio voice fucking guy is this? Holy shit. That whole voice thing where they talk like this.
And punt.
Is it man cow? Is it what's with the fucking?
All right, look.
Every time. By the way, this isn't a replay, people.
I know.
This isn't a best of a replay. This is another fucking guy that has this same stupid fucking voice.
Instead of being jealous, why don't you listen up and learn a little something here? Yeah. You're not standing out in radio because you have the radio voice that we talk about all the time, like I just said.
Hey.
There's a million guys that sound exactly like you because you're using the voice. Stop using the voice, first of all.
I used to listen to him all the time in New York.
I just like it better.
Sounds exactly like Rocco.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Or
When
Bubba.
it's cleaned up, you mean?
Or
Not cleaned up. It's just when there's a little bit of...
It's harder to be witty without using profanity.
Some restraint, some subtle...
Is it really?
Because we were on the fucking radio, regular radio for years, and we did both at the same time, satellite and terrestrial radio, where we were under a lot of restrictions, more than you are, by the way. I'll tell you that. We were under the most restrictions ever.
Witty is overrated.
Clever
motherfuckers have somehow moved clever and witty into funny.
Yeah.
Just because I can understand it and get that what you're trying to do doesn't mean a fucking thing. When I was a kid, you was funny as much as you could be, and I'm gonna tell you, fuck sometimes makes things funnier.
Yeah, just
asshole,
fucking
douche, cocksucker.
Right.
When we grew up, we would use words, swears,
It makes
and it would
it
make
funnier.
things as funny as it could possibly be.
Watch an R-rated movie and a line where they cut it out on TV isn't as funny as the way the line was written, where the guy goes, fuck.
Yeah.
Says, fuck.
I wouldn't put the premium on clever and wit. It's just like to say that and then get offended by it. It's just like
no. You know what
it's
it is?
a horseshit argument.
I'm not getting offended by the fact that they're saying it.
cop-out.
It's a cop-out thing that's been used so many times. Oh, this, that. We did both. We did that and we did satellite. And I guarantee if these fucking assholes went on satellite radio, every other word coming out of their mouth would be shit, fuck, this, cunt. What are you going to sit here and just do a regular show? You talk like you talk to your friends in normal life.
And the fact that somebody would say it's harder to be funny without swearing is telling you that you're working to be funny. Like you're not not just able to be. So with my constraints of language and everything else, I'm still able to be.
I can be funny.
It's
just whatever.
All right, well, let's continue.
And I don't know the dudes, but it's like, just
I don't. That's
never heard of
it. Just stinks of jealousy. We don't even know you.
Give a listen.
How much does that suck that we don't even know you?
Yeah, some restraint, some subtlety.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is a guy's show, though.
I think what that format does, it knocks creativity down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just by nature. Look, if I had a satellite show, I'd be the same way.
It's a different palette to work from.
Yeah.
Well,
hello there.
They look like the Bizarro U's.
A different
a little bit.
It's a different palette.
It's like fat face Opie and like old school 1996 Anthony.
And then Jim Norton in there a little bit.
Jim Norton who didn't shave and some hole. They have to have a hole, huh?
Let me guess. They say that Jimmy's not funny, I bet you, or something about Jim Norton, who's going to be on Leno tomorrow night.
Yeah, well.
Because these guys like to take shots at Jimmy.
That is the Bizarro. That's
hello there. But neither one of them are funnier than me. That is a fact. I will walk on stage in front of their entire audience, and I'll do a half hour, an hour and a half, whatever, and then one of them walk on and do the same amount of time, and at the end, let the audience judge who's funny.
Jimmy Norton's on the show, too.
I'm not funnier than Jim Norton. Well, maybe I am.
I would say you are, only because Jim Norton's just not my cup of tea. But you know what else that Opie and Anthony don't have? The Baltimore Ravens. We'll be right back with Jarrett Johnson.
Good way to end it. Good way to end it.
What?
By the way,
it'd be waiting a long time for me to go on stage.
And he said,
you know how fucking famous we are, you asshole.
He said,
you think I'm going to Baltimore
audience.
to some dumb, dumpy comedy club and doing a battle with you? Go fuck yourself.
He said in front of our audience, which is hysterical.
Oh, our audience?
Bill Burr got ripped apart in front of our audience.
Right.
They like him, and he's really funny.
Yeah, you know what? We should allow him to do.
Yeah, you want to do this in front of our audience?
Yeah, the next Virus tour, where we sell close to 20,000 tickets. We'll give you 5 minutes in front of our audience, and all right, we'll see how well you do, you dumb fat fuck.
That's horrible.
Fucking asshole. And do they have a broad or not?
It looked like a hole on the page.
Another word of advice, because we made something of ourselves in this career, and you guys are attempting to get rid of the hole.
Yeah, ditch the hole immediately.
The hole ruins guy talk radio, and stop with the shit. Stop listening to your bosses, and then you'll go somewhere. Get rid of the hole. They ruin everything.
Yeah, ditch the hole,
you dummies.
You will never need the hole.
Well, Ant, you know what?
Look, they're strangling each other.
Oh, look, that's crazy.
Wow, they're crazy.
That's crazy. So, Ant, they might be funnier than us. I mean, so Iraq found an example of them being funny.
Is this some of their show? Creativity that isn't stifled by satellite radio?
No. So to give them a fair shake here, we're going to play one of their bits to see how funny these fuckers are.
Takes the creativity right out of it when you're on satellite radio. So this is not satellite.
Right.
It's them doing a regular show.
Right.
And they have to be very creative and work around. Okay, I got it.
It's 1 minute of funny from these guys. I don't even know their names. And
Open mind.
I don't really give a shit.
Open mind.
We've seen a million of these fucking shows come and go. Another reason why you should use your regular voice so you stand out instead of them going, oh, well, we could just replace that voice with this voice and no one will know because it's the same voice.
How do you think we came up with the Slappy and Wappy show name?
Right.
Because they're all just Slappy and Wappy. Doesn't matter.
Did you listen to management and allow them to give you a hole
you guys
to keep
need
everything
a
safe?
Girl in there because then the women listen and it keeps you guys in check. She's there to kind of keep you guys from getting out of control and... Oh, really?
And then you sit there and you're jealous of our success. Look,
there for
2 lessons. Get rid of the hole and just use your regular voice. And I'm telling you, your audience will grow immediately.
There, we give you a little lesson.
And here's this show being really funny.
Hey, y'all. You're probably wondering where I get such glamorous wigs. Duh, y'all. I started my own wig company called Wigged Out. Get it? All my wigs are made from the highest quality synthetic yak hair and polyester blend to get at that oh-so-special Sam Donaldson look. Even Hollywood celebrities love them. Right, mystery celebrity?
That's right, Brittany. Even though my identity's a secret. What? It is! I am a frequent user of hair pieces. So as an anonymous expert, I feel compelled to come forward and say, I love Wigged Out. I get it. It's a funny name. Go around me.
My line includes everyday fresh looks like 3 days strung out I need rehab look, the hillbilly hoedown look, and my personal favorite, the Whitney Houston crack den weave. Those are extensions, y'all. So order today from my online store, Wigged Out. Get it? That's clever, y'all.
He does these impersonations. I swear you would think it was the real people.
Do the bit.
When you can't do John Travolta well, another bit of advice.
Yeah.
Say, hi, this is John Travolta, to bring everyone to the table.
So we don't have to listen 3 times.
But that's what bad
figure out who it is.
Impressionists do.
Yeah.
They're almost there, so they're like, to hammer it home, they're like, this is John Travolta, whatever.
Yeah.
But to make it a mystery and a secret who the guy is, and you don't do the voice well, really keeps people confused.
I had no idea who that was up until Patrice said something. I just thought it was some yelling guy. I didn't. Some guy buying a wig.
Well, Aunt, they're funnier than us. It's so obvious. I don't know what to do with this. I think we should just go home. I'm depressed.
I think that should go where Stephen King said this show should go, my friend.
Really?
You guys are finished.
You want to file this? Because that's really...
There it goes.
Nice try, boys. Keep carrying on.
Yikes. And the Hole was able to do a Britney voice. I guess that was the Hole.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Good. Thanks for the mention.
Must be fun to be popular in a 20-mile radius. That's exciting, isn't it? You go to the next town and no one knows who the fuck you are. That's gotta suck.
Ow. Remember that.
We remember the days, right, Aunt?
Yeah.
We were popular in a 20-mile radius.
They missed the heyday of the big syndication deals and all that.
Right.
And now it's just, they'll undercut you, pay you shit, make you stay in one market, and just beat you down. So that's fun. Best of luck to you.
Also, get rid of the sissy with the cup of tea and all that.
It's not my cup of tea, Jimmy Norton.
Really?
This isn't my cup of tea. Like, you could say that sarcastically.
Right.
Because, like, when I say things like good gosh or oh, good gravy.
Right.
I don't think anyone thinks I'm really saying that.
Of course not.
But that guy saying it's not my cup of tea, he
real?
really meant it.
Yeah.
He meant he has tea sometimes, right? And some of it's better than other tea.
And you see how they're competing against us? They had to do a local thing. Because they know people listening to Opie and Anthony in Baltimore instead of that show.
They'd have been hotlined by the PD if they didn't end it right there.
And the program director's like, look, how you compete against Opie and Anthony in satellite radio, you got to go local. So they're not talking about the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
But you are.
You're talking about the Ravens. Yep.
All right, Anthony. That was kind of boring, to be honest with you.
A little bit.
It's
always fun, though.
We've seen that game a million times. And boy,
Yeah.
we've lost every one of those battles, haven't we?
God bless you.
We got a radio stunt that backfired. This thing is fucking
Not
great.
us, thank God.
No.
We've had enough of those.
His stand-up's on YouTube?
No way.
Maybe the boys could give us a sample of his stand-up.
Does he have? Why does it say black people, white people next to his stand-up thing? Does he do a black guys and white guys do things different bit?
How long is that clip?
Because if he does...
5 minutes.
Fuck.
All
right, let's take a look.
I am flabbergasted.
The third one down here, it says black women, and that's only 2 minutes.
Okay.
So if you want to go with a short bit.
Yeah, we don't want to spend too much time on these guys. We've done this bit 100 times with show names that I don't even remember.
Arabs and Jews.
Which one you want, Ant? How about the boys down the hall pick a good one? This show out of nowhere in Baltimore decided to trash us today. We don't know you. I don't know why you're going down this road. I guess what happened? What, a producer or something admitted he listens to us
to the show on the way in.
On the way in to do their radio show because we got that nice replay on the satellite. So
yes, we do.
So he's taking a peek and listening, and he admitted, "Wow, it's stupid. This guy was stupid." He admitted he actually liked another radio show.
That was dumb. You don't do that in radio.
So then one of the hosts said that he's funnier than us and
funnier than Jimmy.
Funnier than Jimmy, and if I don't know if he went in front of our crowd, he would get a much better reaction than we would.
Well, he'd get a reaction. That's all right.
So we're like, all right. We'll take a listen to some of your stand-up and see if you're fucking funny. Patrice O'Neill's in here. He knows a thing or two about stand-up. Huh, Patrice?
And I have nothing against these guys, so I'll be very fair.
I want you to have an open mind.
Yes, I will.
Mr. Pupkin, we're going to listen to it, and we'll pass it on to Jerry.
Yeah.
And that's what this is.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
And a couple things, they're, I don't know. You heard us
In
earlier.
Sci-Fi's
You heard us
crazy
earlier,
comic.
whatever. You heard us earlier, but basically the guy has the typical radio voice like everyone else. I want to give the guy advice. Start using your own voice.
Yeah.
You'll go further. And get rid of the fucking hole. Because, females ruin this type of environment. Simple as that.
Yes.
Name one where it's worked.
Howard?
Oh, Howard. Fuck. I mean, yeah. To say it hasn't worked, but...
That's about the only case.
I think he's the exception, though.
Yeah.
Has there, for real? Who else? All right, you got Howard, who has Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Who else has been successful in Morning Drive?
Batman?
Doing Batman.
That's
Fuck.
Robin. That works.
Doing, Guy
Boo.
Guy Talk Radio.
Yeah, Guy Talk Radio with a hole.
That's been successful.
Sorry.
I can't name another one after Howard.
Sorry.
We chose not to go down that road a real long time ago, and boy, have they tried over the years. Boy, have they tried. So you got this guy, Mickey's one of the guys, I guess, and this is him doing his actual stand-up. So we just picked one of his sets off YouTube, and Patrice is here to critique it.
All right, now I've brought Mike in.
Yeah.
All right, that's not it.
What the hell was that?
I guess we got more audio because I guess our listeners, some would call them our pests, have pretty much gotten to them today.
Already?
Yeah, so now they're going back on the radio to try to explain what they meant. But first, we got a sample of Mickey's stand-up.
All right.
I love black people, man. I do. Sometimes they just, get on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie. There's some shit we gotta deal with, and I know most black people like.
Holy shit!
Is this the same guy?
He sounds like Rocco on the radio, and sounds like Jimmy Schubert when he's on stage.
He's kind of putting on some kind of thing there, like, hey, I like black people. What is that? But on the radio, it's like Rocco. I don't get it.
That's old?
Yeah. What happened? Oh, right in the dumpster.
Okay, thanks.
Deal with, and I know most black people like white people, but there's some shit we do that gets on their nerves. And I know how we can fix all the racial problems in the world.
Here it comes.
Let's be honest with each other. There's some shit about each other that's fucked up. We just have to admit it. Number one, I'm going to start with the white people. There's some shit, if we're going to get along,
Oh my
we
God!
got to
Get
give
to
up.
it. We get the premise.
Where's my NASCAR fans?
Oh boy!
Stop it!
Okay.
Pathetic, stupid, not entertaining. How the fuck you gonna spend 3 hours on a Sunday watching fucking traffic? What the?
NASCAR crowd.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right, well, he's getting a great reaction. Maybe he's performing,
NASCAR crowd.
right next to Dane Cook, who's in another room or something.
So, whatever.
I don't find that funny.
But it's
not my cup of tea.
If I heard it,
He's getting a really good reaction.
under these circumstances, it's like, it's easy to go, well, fuck him. But I've heard
it before.
I've heard worse, and I've heard better. Yeah. He's about as
He's a guy on
he's
stage
about what
doing
it is.
some comedy, and the people are laughing.
He's
what are you gonna do?
He's about what it is. He's the new form of, and I've explained this once or twice, where when I watched Pryor and Carlin in my life before I did comedy, they didn't make me want to do it. I didn't see it. They didn't influence me. They didn't inspire me because I thought I could never be.
Couldn't do that.
I can't do that. That's something amazing.
Yeah.
He's I don't know how long this guy's
He's an
been doing
inspiration.
it, but this guy, if a young comic, you can go. I'm going to do comedy.
I could do that.
It's a spawn of a lot of this shit, and he's as good. I'm gonna be honest. He's as good or as bad as Larry the fucking Cable Guy to me. I'm sorry. He's as good or as bad.
He had the NASCAR crowd there.
So whatever, man.
Yeah,
I
that
mean, what
works.
the fuck? This guy's not.
One more example.
Black people.
Black people now.
You ain't getting off the fucking hook with nothing.
And hold up, Opie, I'm going to tell you, he's been doing it long enough to know that if you want to trash the other group, you do the quick. White people are you trash white people immediately. NASCAR stop it, but he didn't go in depth on anything.
No.
But he will guarantee you go in depth on how fucked up black people are. But he did a Don Imus for NASCAR,
real quick.
Where he offered up NASCAR to say white people are foolish on this level.
He could have gone off and talked about
now,
the NASCAR interior of the track, barbecues and white trash, mullet-headed hillbilly.
Any fucking reality thing,
right.
any real thing. Now this is where he gets, but he has it down pat.
Now it's NASCAR stupid. All right, now let's go to black people.
Yeah, he said, "Let's see, I'd make fun. It's fucking comedy. 101.
101, I believe, yeah.
It's Society 101, but sorry, go ahead.
Exactly.
First thing, black people, when we go to the movies.
Oh, come on.
Don't talk.
Stop.
You might as well just.
Oh, my God, dude. That's hack material right there.
Something?
Yeah.
You
don't even have to play the rest of it.
It was funny at one point in comedy, and it's still in some contexts. When you're talking about the movies, it can still kind of be funny.
And it's still dishonest. It's the same thing. Look, man, we was talking about this goddamn this fucking Kanye West thing, and when I heard it, you guys were talking about it. But when I heard it, and celebrities booed. The reason why that was fake is because celebrities don't do anything that they're not supposed to do. You don't just boo Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? So someone gave them permission to not like Kanye West. They don't just come out and go, fuck you, Conway. They look at each other and go, oh.
Maybe they looked around and saw people going like,
And then they said, this is you can hate him.
Now we can hate.
The point to saying black people talk in the movie theater, it's horseshit. That's safe black. If you're gonna go in and talk about black people, be fucking honest.
Could you see now? We didn't even listen. If he says like, "I hate when black people get up when their baby's crying and take them out of the theater."
Imagine. Well, it's obvious what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Let it play out.
Here it comes.
Shut the fuck up!
Right.
We get it.
That shouldn't get a reaction anymore in comedy. Not like that. As a throwaway, sure.
The movie has words in it. We don't need your bullshit.
Oh gosh! Oh my dear sweet Lord Jesus H.
Getting a great
Christ
reaction
on the cross.
He's killing. I mean, people allow it, man. I mean, it's just people. It's people's fault that they heard that, and it's not his fucking fault. If he doesn't need to write anything. Fucking.
Well, let's wrap this whole thing up. So they attacked us out of nowhere because one of their guys likes the show, our show. Went after us a little bit, and where's Z-Rock? Because now I guess this is becoming an even better bit because the hole is just
the hole's out of control.
Out of control. She's crazy.
She's crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God. E-Rock running is terrific. E to the Rock. E. So what's up?
Well, now the main host seems to be backpedaling and clarifying what exactly it is he said, but the whole seems to really not like us.
Yeah, because we told him to fire.
Yeah,
her.
to fire the
So
whole.
now she's feeling insecure, like, oh fuck, I gotta, show people that I'm worth sticking around.
Yeah.
Yep, she takes shots.
But now the pressure's on. They will get rid of her.
Yeah.
Now, we just fucked up their whole chemistry. Trust me, because they secretly understand that they know they don't want her around. We just fucked up her world so bad.
Aw, poor thing.
Here's Mickey.
All right, now I've brought Mike in.
Yeah.
Because since about 7:00 this morning, Mike has been completely worthless to the show.
Yeah.
He is so worried,
Worthless.
so distraught right now, because apparently Opie and Anthony have taken what I said because their listeners call him up. That's what happens.
Right.
Out of context or whatever.
You're getting rides from Mike right now.
Here's all I said.
Right.
I go, I can't believe I'm driving to work at 5 a.m. and Mike, who loves Opie and Anthony, is listening to the replay. All I said for me was, it was a little tough on the palate hearing the C word.
Right.
Which I can't say on this station.
Of course not.
cunt. 35 times at 5 in the morning.
Oh, stop.
And what I said was the bit was funny.
Right.
But hearing that
But you only laughed twice in, 20 minutes?
No. I mean,
Hear
out loud.
Yeah. Internally, there was lots of laughter.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny.
God. Oh, we just fucked her up.
Yeah.
I know what's happening here.
Yep.
Oh, is she insecure? And she knows it's true.
We're sorry.
But the guys really don't want her.
Sorry, baby. Oh, poor thing.
And, well, Mickey's not being honest there.
Mickey.
He sounds like a guy that enjoys edgy shit. You're trying to tell me that he can't hear the C word early in the morning? It's a little too harsh at 5 in the morning? Come on, buddy. If you like that type of stuff, you like it. There's not a specific time where you finally start enjoying that type of thing.
And it's more dishonesty. And not saying this fucking guy, I don't know the guy, but to say C word instead of cunt,
you can't say
like
it,
you can't say cunt,
right?
But do you understand that saying a fucking a variation of cunt means cunts in your life?
Yeah,
like
that's true.
N word. I've never heard nigga on TV.
Right.
Till I heard N word. N word is nigga,
Now
but
you know what it
But
is.
what is the context to ever say C word?
See,
because it's the replacement for cunt.
Of course, and the people thinking they could get rid of the N word from our society, they had no clue what they were doing. Because now more and more people could say the word by saying N word. Like Patrice just said.
I've never heard nigga.
Right.
In a broadcast, a news broadcast I've never heard nigga.
Now you can say it.
But it's
by
everywhere.
just saying
Motherfucking
N-word.
crackers invented a way to say nigga.
We can say, no one ever said it.
Yeah,
You're right.
No one said nigga.
That backfired on you guys.
That's why I said if you think they're
That's
trying
gotta
to
hurt a
bring
little.
down two iconic white boys for free,
right?
Black people got to pay for this one. We got to pay for Nappy Headed Ho and fucking and Michael Richards, man.
That's what you.
I can't say
Michael
nigga
Richards,
no more, and
maybe
neither
not
can
Michael
you.
Richards.
Right. Well,
no, he was one of the sacrificial lamb. He's his. Well, I tell you, Imus is back with a goddamn vengeance because I think
Fox
bought his
is picking him up. Yeah,
on TV. Yeah. Look at these. What's that face, motherfucker? What is that?
What are you talking about? Fucking asshole. What the fuck did I do to you? Just enjoy the show within a show, all right? You're privy to the show within a show.
Holy fuck.
And this has now become, I'm going to say it, I don't mind Mickey now. It's all about the whole, because every clip that E-Rock just gave me, it's all about the whole trying to get her shit in there.
Yeah, you know something? I
don't even care about Mickey anymore. He seems like he's a pretty good stand-up.
Yeah.
I wish him well. I really think he should change his fucking radio voice. Just use your regular voice, bro. You'll go a lot further.
And
get rid of the whole, because you're doing guy talk for Baltimore. No one wants to hear the stupid whole chiming in. Nobody. Trust me. That's a management thing. You know it. So try to figure out a way around that. Just try.
I think
just try to get rid of her, and you guys, you might do all right.
I don't think he was being as harsh as initially.
Well, listen to the whole in this next clip.
But when you hear the C word over and over and over, I'm just saying it. I'm barely awake. I got one eye open. Mike's driving me in because my freaking car's not working. And I'm just hearing that word over and over and over.
Oh, a little more knowledge.
And when
it looks like Mickey and Mike both listened to our replay going into work.
Wow!
And when
I thought it was
when
Mike
did you
just
say
coming in by
cunt a lot?
himself.
When was this
I know
cunt tirade?
because I know sometimes it does get
Honestly,
thrown around a lot, but
big cunt, big cunt day. When was the big cunt day?
It's rare, to be honest with you, because when you
we're crazy about it.
Yeah, when you hear that
Crazy.
word and we all use it, it's kind of you take notice that it's
and it's
it
in the
was just thrown out
context
there.
of at the time. If you're talking about alimony,
Right.
or
Yeah,
you know,
say fucking cunt.
you know, so it's very context. But
well,
hey, man, you motherfuckers, man, y'all make some enemies, man. These guys in Baltimore, the guys just trying to make a living as a comic, and here you go, cunting his morning up.
Cunting up his morning.
We're gonna turn Mickey around. We're gonna take the high road on this. We're gonna make Ricky.
Because he wants an out, and I'm not even trying to make it say he wants an
Mickey.
you can hear him wanting. He wants an out of this.
Yeah, you don't want to
We're
do
gonna
it.
make
He's
Mickey
fucking our asshole pest.
We're gonna make Mickey popular. He's gonna have to get rid of Amelia because she's a cunt.
Yeah, you got to get rid.
See the C word. See what I did there?
You are fucking crazy.
That was crazy.
And I'm just hearing that word over and over and over. I'm trying to smoke and drink a coffee, and I'm like, oh, my God. And I got a pretty harsh stomach palate for language. You know that.
You don't care most of the time. But yeah, it's
and I think it was looking at Mike's face, and it's like the way a stalker looks at its victim. That's how Mike listens to Opie and Anthony.
Was he touching himself inappropriately?
It was I was scared to look over.
Well, Mick was in the car, so
yeah. So, and all I
and
simply...
for a guy who wants to be in terrestrial radio, for God's sake.
And I went on to say that I think Opie and Anthony are funner than Stern.
Yeah.
And I like them better on terrestrial radio.
All right, now we have absolutely no problems with Mickey.
He wants an out. You can feel that, man. He wants an out, and that's fair.
This guy's trying to. This guy's figuring out a way to get out of this
he just doesn't
tough
want to.
situation.
He doesn't want to deal
Boy,
with
those phones must have been ringing this morning, huh? Ant?
He can't fight. He can't fight back the way like you guys could be just so much more horrible on satellite than he could be on FM. You know what I'm saying?
It is brutal.
That's why
You're right.
He can't fight. He just doesn't. He don't want to deal with this.
Stern.
Right.
Yeah.
And I like them better on terrestrial radio.
Yeah.
Because I just thought it forced them to be a little more creative.
Yeah, because anybody can get on the.
It takes a while.
No.
Huh? And I just thought of something too. Just listening to this shit, it hit me. The voice, the thing that people do, it's to replace. It's the only emotion because you can't express yourself with words. Like you can't say descriptive words anymore.
Yeah.
So you only could be descriptive in your. I hate her.
Yeah.
As opposed to being able to say something that really how you feel and shit, man.
Right.
That's it's just like that's the voice you have to have. Mm-hmm. I'm angry.
That's why Black Revs fucking use the voice.
And I say unto you. Yeah,
they're not really saying anything, are they? No. Come on, Patrice.
Don't say come on to me, motherfucker. I run from church.
All right, good.
My fucking feet stop burning as soon as I see one.
Creative.
Yeah, because anybody can get on the.
It takes a while.
No, not anybody can. That's not true.
And cuss.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Mickey. This is my new goal to slap this bitch live on the air. This bitch.
Is that her right there?
Oh yeah, because she's still trying to fight the battle.
Just looking.
She's trying to fight the battle, and Mickey's basically saying, "Will you shut the fuck up?"
Yeah, because anybody can get on the.
It takes a while.
No, not anybody can. That's not true.
And cuss.
No, that's not true. Listen to Brewer's show.
But you being a non-satellite listener was definitely.
I got satellite. What are you talking about?
Everybody's a non-satellite listener.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's like 1% of the population has it.
I don't know how many people have it. I got it. I enjoy it. I like Opie. Like I said, I like Opie and Anthony.
Oh, this bitch, we got to her. You're gonna be.
She's not
You're gonna be
happy.
so fucking
And he
gone
can't
from
tell her
that
to shut
show.
the fuck up.
Yeah,
You can't
we-
tell her to shut up.
We just fucked up your chemistry with the
She
boys.
is
Trust me.
not
Trust
happy.
me. Trust me on this. And whatever the percentage of people that get satellite radio, what's great for us is we're known across the country with our little radio show.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what percentage of the people have it.
Meh.
A lot of people listen to the show, man.
And more fucking people are getting satellite. And the one thing I noticed in recent weeks, you walk into businesses, it's all about satellite radio now. It's everywhere in the businesses.
Yeah.
That's a great sign. Mickey will be shredded now, the fucking hole again. That's what E-Rock writes here.
I'm not gonna. They wanted to talk to us, but now they don't. I don't know what's going on. But they're gonna. So what's happened is I've become the shredding boy now on their show, right? Because now they're gonna play stand-up stuff of mine from YouTube.
Oh yeah, and they love to take audio and just sit there and pick at it for.
Yeah, and look, this stuff's 5 years old.
Promoting you, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
And
So,
the only reason they're talking about us is because we're on terrestrial radio.
but what's gonna happen? Is
This Amelia.
You know something? Let me tell you.
I know your name.
She doesn't get it.
Hole.
The reason we were talking was because we assumed that this dude had a problem with us. This Mickey guy.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with being. What do you think? We were on terrestrial. We could have gone back again, still been on terrestrial.
We had a deal.
We had a we fucking made the decision.
This is a lost art
holy
saying
shit.
to a woman, shut your face, please.
Yeah,
Mickey,
please shut your
Mickey's
face.
Pipe down.
Mickey's in hell, but he'll get out of it. We ruined the chemistry. Amelia,
Shut
you
your
should,
cookie hole, bitch.
you should start making your fucking demo
up.
tapes because, you're going to be looking for work.
Clam up.
Please,
We're not talking about you because you're on regular radio. We didn't even
what does that
know
mean?
about you, and you guys mentioned us, so of course it's going to
not
pique our
even-
interest.
that's not
And
even-
second of all, since regular radio, we're still in the mainstream. We did Fallon since getting off regular radio. Ant's doing the fucking Sean Hannity and Red Eye all the time.
It's what it.
We're
It's
I don't
very hard.
understand.
Women are good at that shit though. Cause
What did that mean when
My
she
girl
said it,
does
though?
that shit all it where
Yeah,
she'll
but you hear Mickey's like, yep, he's like, shut the fuck up.
she'll fucking start to like say things that make you start thinking. You know, like Anthony, the way he. I'm just being hypothetical. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
But I don't like. I think Opie thinks about kicking you in your legs. I listen to the show. Like Bitch, you know, like hypothetically, she'll just throw some shit where it's just like have you go. Right. Yeah, and so she's just trying to be divisive, this girl with this fucking show.
No, she's pissed because she found out that we called her a hole, which is the worst thing you could call a woman in broadcasting.
She's probably like,
she's
I'm
playing
not
the whole part.
And like,
I'm not the hole.
And no dude would go, yeah, you know, you're right.
And you
They're jealous.
You know what's going on with Mickey and Amelia here? We've all been with our girl.
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden you get into there's something crazy happening in traffic, and your girl decides she's gonna honk your horn for you, or start screaming, and then you're like,
"Thank you."
What the fuck? I don't want to fight the fucking Hell's Angels. What's wrong with you?
Just get their little. They're
and that's
good
what
at it.
And that's what Amelia's trying to do, and Mickey's like, "Shut the fuck up."
You gotta say thanks. Thanks for helping, beautiful, but shut your fucking mouth.
Exactly.
Shut up.
Because guys know when we're battling, you size up the dude. Like, I can't fucking beat this guy up, so I'm backing down. It's nature.
He was trying to give himself a respectable out.
A respectable out, which we all do in the real world.
But he needs it. I don't need the trouble.
Well, here's producer Mike, who's the super fan.
Oh.
No, it wasn't my car. I can't turn the radio off, dum-dum.
Yeah, he was getting a ride from Mike, and Mike is completely addicted to these guys.
Amelia's just so bothered.
Oh.
We just ruined your chemistry with the boys.
And let's be honest,
I can't
though.
wait to see how this plays out.
And let's be honest, though. You got to be honest. If fucking Steve comes in and goes, boy, that fucking man cow, man, I can't get enough of him. You'd go, what? You would go, Steve, shut the fuck up. So, I mean, that has to annoy him that their producer listens to Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, but the other guy
it has to.
But the other guy listens. He just can't really openly admit that because he's got to be, the guy.
Because he's a radio show. I mean, shit.
But he obviously listens.
If he was a lifeguard, this wouldn't be a problem. He's a peer
and he's very aware. He's very aware of what we do. Who gives a? I don't care about him anymore. I just want to hear Amelia.
A ride from Mike, and Mike is completely addicted to these guys.
Anyway, back to Opie and Anthony, who I said are funny. Did I not?
You also said that you're funnier than both of them.
Stand up.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I would agree with that.
I'm not arguing that.
And Jim Norton.
No, I said I'm not funnier than Jim Norton.
I just want to clear that.
Yeah, you did.
No, but
I think he's like so nervous that we're going to say something that's going to like offend them or set them off.
Mike, are you trying to get a job with them or something?
I didn't even bring this up today. I just.
We got another call, Mike. Maybe it's an Opie Anthony listener. 98 Rock. Good morning.
I guess that was getting a little hectic over there.
Yeah, it happens, man.
And someone was trying to say that we don't have pests anymore. Yeah, trust me, we
really.
Do. Yeah, there's a few guys that think that whole movement's gone.
Yeah, that Twitter issue, and boy, holy shit, did they unload?
It's not gone, trust me. All right, and then Mickey saying O&A mad for the wrong reasons.
Whatever's going to happen to me today on their show, I already know I'm getting shredded.
Right.
So whatever, I don't care.
See,
but at the same time, Mike, I want you to take a deep breath. Your radio career is going to be fine if Opie and Anthony are mad at me.
I know. It's just,
then he can't call the show anymore and tell him how much he loves
and
it.
And here's the funniest part. They're mad.
She's so mad.
You got to love it, though.
She gets mad. Oh, she's all
You got to love how mad she is.
She's spunky.
That's what. It's so easy to get to a woman.
She's really pissed.
You gotta love.
So easy.
You got to love how fucking. She's fucking hilarious. Hilariously angry, man.
We just fucked up her world.
Oh,
she can't call the show anymore and tell him how much he loves it.
And here's the funniest part. They're mad at me for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
They think I was trashing them. This is what happened. O&A's producer calls up. He's like, hey, you guys want to talk to the guys? And we're like, I said right away, I go, yeah, totally. I think what they were expecting is us to go no. So that they could go back on the air and be like, oh, and they won't talk to us. I think now they're not calling
the whole
back.
thing.
No, that's not true.
Here's what happens.
I think our history proves that we've talked to a bunch of these shows before.
What happened? Did Steve jump the gun and actually call first and then come and say, do you guys want to talk? Is that what fucking happened? Because, first of all, it doesn't make sense to get into a running discussion with these jocks that we have fights with until a base has been set. You know, like we're running the audio with them, then we have to comment, and then in the future, if things keep bumping heads, then you might get the live phone call on the line to yell at each other. That's usually how these things play out. But did Steve see the second we start talking about it, Steve jumps the gun and makes the phone call instead of coming in here and going,
Can I snitch on Steve?
What?
I don't want to be a snitch, but I was sitting there. Steve got them on the phone. The producer knew Steve. And Steve said, would it be okay Would the guys come on? He did
Why
this
is
before.
he saying that, though?
But he did this before you knew. Before you even knew about this shit, he had.
But why wouldn't? But
I think it's not bad.
Seems to be something to ask us.
But he was setting up. Would you get on the phone just in case you motherfucker? Because Steve knows your history.
If it's De Niro or something, then fine.
Right.
If it's a couple of jocks that are perhaps or allegedly giving us a bad time, then maybe we want it to play out a little first, and let the listeners know what it's all about. Yeah. I say Steve jumped the gun on that one because then it makes us look silly.
Steve, what'd you do?
Steve.
The first thing I said was I tried to find out what exactly sparked the discussion. That lasted about 3 seconds because the guy recognized my voice.
True that.
And asked if it was me, and I was like,
"Is this a homosexual?"
No, that's not what he said.
Oh, I thought he said
and he explained the whole backstory. And down the line, I said, "Well, listen, I don't know how this is going to play out. Would you guys get on the phone if it boils over?" And the guy says, "I don't know. I'll ask." And that's when we brought the stuff to you.
Steve, just tell him the complete truth.
That is the complete truth.
Oh my
Patrice
God.
was sitting there.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Here's what he's adding. He's being honest except for one thing.
What I said?
We have a witness today. This rules.
Steve's nervous for some reason. I don't know why.
He always is.
I always is.
But in case this boils over,
yeah,
is pretext to something. It wasn't in case it boiled over. It was, would you guys get on the phone and talk to the guys?
Right.
He was setting up the live confrontation.
So there wasn't any.
It wasn't
just in case. Or
it
later
wasn't
on
as architecturally structured.
Right.
As because he's trying to make it. But if all you got to do is say, Steve, he did jump the gun. But he was trying to. It was all in the best nature of the fucking show. Because he was on the phone. Let me say this in his behalf. He was on the phone for fucking 10 minutes trying to check this Baltimore show that's trashing my guys.
See,
so
now
he was being a loyal guy.
But listening to this now, it gave them a little bit of ammo.
Yeah,
it made it seem like we reached out to call them. And then we said, "Oh, they're going to talk to us? Oh, fuck this!" Because we normally just want to go, "Oh, they didn't even want to talk to us."
No.
And then they say, "All right, we'll talk to you," and then we don't talk to them. It makes us look bad. So in that situation, you should come in here first and say, "Hey, guys, do you want to talk to those guys?" And we'll go, "No, we don't want to talk to them. We're just going to fucking play their shit. We're going to rap about them a little bit, and our listeners will fucking pester them a bit, and then that's it."
More importantly, why does he have a T-shirt that says "pot roast muscle"?
It says East Coast muscle.
Oh, well, the E, I'm not even joking, because the E looks like a P, and the mic was covering up the pot roast muscle. I swear to God, I didn't see the S in there. It looked like it said pot roast muscle.
No, it says East Coast muscle.
God.
Steve Carlisi is a O&A soldier, my friend.
All right.
Thank you,
Good
Patrice.
Enough. We're running out of show, unfortunately. So we only have 6 minutes left. We have 2 minutes of clips. Then we have to try line of the day and get the fuck out of here with Patrice O'Neal's plugs. Let's go.
Shit.
Let's go.
Yo,
Oh, no, that's what I wanted to tell you. So the producer calls.
Right.
Hey, do you want to go on with the guys? Mike's like, do you want to go on with the Anthony? And I'm like, yeah, let's talk it out, right? Let's see what happens.
Sure.
And so then he goes, all right, I'll call you back. Well, then he called back, and he's like, I don't know if they want to go on.
Here's what I think he was trying to do. I think he was trying to get our hotline number so they could jam that too. Because he's like, well, can we call you guys? And I'm like, well, I'll call you. So why don't you give me a number? And eventually I gave him my cell phone number.
Right.
See, now his producer, I was there.
No, not yet. I was waiting for that.
They can't give you. I don't know if they.
Dude, no one tells the truth in radio.
His
first
fucking
of all.
producer was going.
That's what drives me fucking nuts.
He was doing what Steve was just doing in here. They both were going to each other. I heard the shit.
Can we trade?
He did not go, "Hey, motherfucker, I'll call you back." They both go, They both were.
E-Rock, you might be out. We got a new fanboy that wants to work for this show.
Wow.
We got to hire this Mike guy.
Maybe we could do a trade.
Right.
This guy, this producer for E-Rock and 20 interns to be named later. Lamed Nader.
We'd have to give up a lot.
That'll probably not yet. I was waiting for that.
They can't give you. I don't know if they. I guess they could.
Their producer's a nice guy. I'm sure he wouldn't do that.
So Mike hangs up the phone and goes, "Oh my God, I just talked to O&A's producer."
Right now, he's choosing his words so carefully
wisely
because he knows they're listening and he doesn't want to agitate them.
What is wrong with you?
I've just
listen to me.
The producer's a nice guy. I know he won't do that.
Listen, Opie and Anthony.
You're such a dick.
Listen,
You're such a pussy. You're a pussy.
But here, listen.
What are you afraid of?
All right,
You're playing with fire.
See what they've done.
Who gives? I almost cursed. Who gives a crap?
What do you listen?
You're like, he goes like this earlier. He goes, they're going to shut down our show. They're going to shut it down.
I said they'll clog the phone lines. That's
So
all.
what?
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Mikey knows our show.
I like Mikey now.
I like him, too.
He's fine by me.
Hell yeah.
Best
Mickey,
of luck to you.
So far, Mickey, all right. Amelia, a cunt, and Spiegel, I don't know who you are because I don't even know if you're talking.
Yeah, I can't tell.
One-A better than Stern. Whoa, we got to play this clip.
What did I say earlier? I said having every guy call in pretending to be Larry King was hilarious.
Right.
See, the guy listens
Thank
to our
you.
show a lot.
No, that's a compliment. That's funny.
That's a very up-to-date bit,
liked
isn't it?
that.
That's very recent.
Liked that bit.
Right.
That was
They're
funny.
hilarious.
We ruined it today.
Right?
but-
I know.
I said they're better than Stern. Scott disagreed with me. Now they're going to go in and trash me because I said the hearing the C word 50 times from my house to here was just a rough start to the morning. And what compounded it and made it worse was watching you drool.
Yeah.
You're like Opie and Anthony Dog. Like Opie or Anthony. Yeah, like
I can't imagine. It's like if you had, I know you're a caller to that show sometimes, but if you had some personal relationship and you were worried about offending them,
I want you to get up right now, and I want you to go to your car, and I want you to listen to that show until we get into entertainment, about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then I want you to come back and tell me what's going on.
Okay.
Because I know it's driving you crazy that you can't listen right now.
And
so go out to your car.
They're going to replay it 20 times today. That's the only
Mike,
content
in fact,
She really wants to go. She really wants to go.
Really, Amelia?
God, she wants to go. She wants to go at your fucking faces.
First of all, we do.
What's the matter? The word cunt hit home?
She's going to scratch her eyes out.
Because that's all we have. What are we supposed to do? Stay on 12 hours a day? We got lives.
That's terrible.
Oh, Amelia.
But I can understand the other guy. I don't know the names, but I think
guy, Mickey.
Here's what happened.
He saved face.
A burst of. Why don't you stop fucking sweating? It's like my girl goes, I love Carmelo Anthony. Boy, he has nice muscles. So what, bitch? So what? My belly buttons are any. And that's what happens. Shut the fuck up and stop telling me about somebody else's radio show.
Hey, Ron and Fez are back live, so we could go a few extra minutes, right? Okay. Because I know last week when they were on vacation, it was a hard out. Yeah, we're going to go a couple extra minutes here. If
You
that's
out of your
all right,
mind?
everybody. Well, you know.
Why?
Because then tomorrow we get to leave early and no one could yell at us.
But we never really
Figure it
do.
out. Tomorrow, 10:05.
Really? You get rollover time, motherfuckers?
Wouldn't that be good?
Kind of. That's what we do now.
Oh, shit.
All right, so where are we at with this? Mickey, we'll leave Mickey alone. Amelia, I'll tell you this much. Mickey, you get rid of the hole. You know you don't want to be doing radio with the hole. Mike's listening, by the way. What's up, Mike? Make sure Mickey hears this.
Yeah.
If you get rid of the hole, we will promote the shit out of you guys.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
Just dump her. You'll do so much better. And believe me, by the way, let me. Just add this
I know
in.
you don't want Amelia.
They know.
I know you're
this
new.
already.
It sounds like you're new to radio, or at least Baltimore radio. Get rid of her.
They know this too. You know what they do when the guys are just hanging out? They're like, "Oh God, did you hear what the fuck she said today?" Believe me, and I'm not just saying this to like try to stir shit up, but believe me, it does happen. I've never seen a case where the guys don't get together and then go, "Did you hear what that idiot bitch said today?" Yeah. God, we were rolling, and then she just fucking put the handbrake on. The big fucking train handbrake. Yeah, we're on a roll. Oh, there it is. Oh, the hole up in their mouth.
And
they want to get rid of her, but
they will.
The program director and shit.
It's not even gonna be the program
like,
director. She's gonna crack. It's a chemistry thing now.
Yep.
We really fucked up their chemistry, and now we're way too busy. So if you guys in Baltimore and the Baltimore area could kind of keep us abreast of the situation, because this will end with her leaving the show.
The
one
whole
way or
will
another.
leave, and it'll be like, oh, it was they all agreed that it would be best if she moved on. There'll be some kind of fake story.
Our new bit is get rid of the hole radio.
Get rid of the hole. Lose the hole.
Lose the hole.
Yeah,
lose the hole. I like that.
That's it.
I think my brother Elmo can make a shirt.
It's lose the hole, and we try to get radio shows to see the light. It's not like we have this power that we can have people get rid of their holes on the show, but we just want you to identify how unfunny and how much of a detriment to a funny show they are. You sound like actually a bunch of guys that are hanging out and having a good time. Why the fuck would you want a chick there to fuck the whole thing up?
And that's why you're being held back. You're being held back until you get rid of her, because there's a lot of shows like yours where you're edgy, but then she has to jump in.
Oh, that's good thing. And the management will always say, no, that's a good thing. Yeah, it tames that. It makes it like someone's in charge and the women listen. No, it's a bad thing. It's kryptonite.
Amelia.
Just look at her. Look at her right now. Go ahead. I'll give you a minute. Hold on. Because they'll listen to this tape. Look at her. Look at her. She's ruining your show. You sound like fun guys.
He said, look at her. I didn't even know what he was doing.
You sound like fun guys that, like, can hang, talk about fucking cool shit.
Nothing worse than an aging rocker, too. She's an aging rocker.
Yeah, that's...
look at her. Oof.
You don't want to...
wow.
Well, what are you going to do? Come on. Everyone needs a gig.
She's an aging rocker. I mean, she's so bad in real life that her picture on the website has to be cartoony.
No. All right, look, we did the same thing.
Well, we never claimed to be fucking, GQ models.
I remember once we did.
Oh, one time.
Teasing,
you're
of course.
Right. No, you're right.
I don't know. I've never seen any other pictures besides that, so I can't really make a judgment. But I do. Her personality is ugly. Yuck. She has an ugly personality because all she can do now is bitch about us when they're talking about the show. They're actually having an honest, open conversation about the program, which is fine.
Is that her?
Oh, no, couldn't be.
Some porno star there.
Oh, that's a porn star?
All right, why don't we do line of the day, get the hell out of
here. Line of the...
Mickey, we're cool. But if you don't get rid of the hole one way or another, then we're not cool.
Yeah.
That's how we play
Mickey's
today.
all right. I got no problem with Mickey.
Because we know you want to get rid of her, so we're kind of doing this with you, buddy.
Blame us.
Right.
Make it like management listened and saw the light because they're such puppets or whatever, and they listened to O&A or something. Just blame us for whatever you need to get rid of her, because she's really holding you guys back. I think I'm hearing good things.
It's not bad.
Except for, her. Ugh.
And the radio voice. Tone that down a little bit.
Yeah, get rid of that.
E-Rock ran down the hall.
Well, could you really call it a run?
You know what? I'm gonna be Team E-Rock today.
Yeah.
No E-Rock jokes today, E-Rock. You watch. It's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try, my friend.
Okay.
Because the excitement I saw in this little fella running down the hall with this CD, just put a light in my soul.
Oh, like E.T.
I was just so happy. I'm like, look at the passion this guy has. He couldn't get in here fast enough. Sam, I said, I said I'm Team E-Rock today.
Sam has put up a Photoshop picture of some big fat titted mess with E-Rock's head photoshopped very nicely on top.
I don't
That's
appreciate
hurtful,
that. Yes, I'm with you, E-Rock.
Sorry, I was just looking for a picture. Just a point of reference.
So E-Rock ran down the hall with the latest audio from Mickey, Amelia. Is that her name again?
Amelia, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a great Amelia joke yesterday. My God. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay. And Spiegel?
Spiegel.
Spiegel?
Lord of the Rings.
What is this?
It's Spiegel. But
Spiegel.
Yeah.
It's a morning show
Spiegel
out of Baltimore.
From the Spiegel catalog. I used to give away gifts from. Goes way back. Reese fan.
And they're a morning show out of Baltimore, 98 Rock. Who wants to explain this from yesterday? And you're really good at explaining.
Well,
I get a little wordy and I stutter through
right.
all my shit.
It's a radio show. Yeah, they're on 98 Rock, Baltimore. And there's 4 people involved with this, 3 guys, 1 hole. And apparently the producer listens to our very program right here, the Opie and Anthony Show. And it seemed that the 2 hosts of the show, the 2 guys and the girl there, were not really thrilled with the fact that this guy listens to our show.
Right.
Which we took as a bashing of the show. And then they did do a little bashing of the show. Saying that we cursed a little too much, that the host couldn't drive in listening to the word cunt every 2 seconds, as he said we say it, which, some days we do use it a lot. Some days we never use it.
Mm-hmm.
But we're on satellite radio. They're on regular radio. Well, so be it. That's how it works. So we kind of, we instantly jumped the gun when we feel a little bit of an attack, we go, right in there.
Oh, yeah.
And it may have been a little premature because later in the day, we had gotten some more clips of their show. And Mickey was talking and saying, look, I'm not bashing the show. I like those guys. He said, I even think that, they're better than Howard. And I've said that. I don't want to be put on the chopping block for their fans and things like that. So he was being honest and saying he likes the show. So we kind of embraced Mickey a little more.
We kind of took the high road for once.
And he's a stand-up comic. We listened to some of his comedy, open-minded, and said, you know something? It's not that bad.
Wasn't bad.
It's it's like every other comic out there. They got their material. The fucking crowd was laughing. How could you fault them?
HBO isn't going to be calling anytime soon, but
I'm sure
he gets
doing
the job
very well
done.
there in Baltimore.
He definitely
can
gets
plug
the job
shows
done.
on his show and things like that.
Good reaction
I'm sure
from
he's
his
doing good.
comedy.
But the whole.
And did you explain? Because I tuned out for a while. Anthony.
I did too. My mouth just keeps going, and I go to sleep.
Their producer Mike is a big fan of our show.
Yes,
You
I
said
did add that.
Okay.
Yes,
but
and
it
he
sounds
listens.
like Mickey also listens to our show.
Mickey is forced to listen sometimes when he commutes in.
Okay.
With the producer.
All right.
But he said he does enjoy the show. He thinks we're funny and everything, and that was that. But the whole would not stop. Mm-hmm. She kept adding barbs in. Wham, wham. I'm keeping Sam up, I think. Am I keeping you up, Sam?
No.
So
no.
big ass yawn. Big ass yawn there, Sam. You all right?
I sucked in a little too much air.
All right.
What the fuck was that about, Sam?
It's a little bored with my fucking recap.
I wasn't bored at all.
I know it's a recap. You've heard it before, but this is for the listeners.
I was looking at Amelia's
for the benefit of the listener.
Amelia's picture is what I was looking at. And
got you bored?
Yes.
All right, I'll accept that.
Why don't you leave the studio, Sam?
Aww.
And think about what you just did. And come back
yawning in my face.
And come back when you realize what you did.
Okay.
That's good. I'm just going to, next time you go fucking rattling off some wrestling shit, I'm just going to... Yeah.
Make sure he doesn't come back until he realizes.
Yes, what he did.
What he did. And I
Make
want
him stand in a corner.
And I want him to, express what he did.
Yeah. So the whole wouldn't shut up. Mm-hmm. And then we just started talking about how these guys don't need the whole.
Right.
They don't need the whole. They seem to be a good cohesive show with the guys. And that the girl is thrown in by management, and we know that. Yeah. And they can be funny. They seem like guys that just hang out and talk about shit, Why throw a girl in there to fuck it all up?
Yeah, these one-market sensations, they want to be bigger than they are. We were a one-market sensation.
Of course
so we
were.
completely understand this.
You got to start there. It's like a monopoly.
But
can't start with hotels.
Our new goal is to make the whole in radio extinct.
Lose the whole.
For real.
Someone actually got losethewhole.com and emailed me.
Oh, really?
Said, if you want it, it's yours.
Dude, you know what? We should buy losethewhole.com. Yeah. And then we should just feature all the holes from these rock morning shows.
A photo?
Yes.
And a little audio clip.
Yes.
Perfect.
Who wants to do it?
I like it.
Because we don't do
take
anything
the ball
anymore.
and run with that. Someone run with that. I'm much too busy in my pool and not associating with the general public anymore. You even admitted it on his show. I lied.
Oh, no.
So,
I guess this might be the year we're fired, right?
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a great idea. We'll get all the holes.
Yeah.
From America, and we'll feature them all on one website. Look, there's a place for women in radio. There really is. They're perfect midday jocks.
Soft rock.
Midday jocks. They keep the music going while you're in your cubicle. They're not going to...
Light FM had...
some Light FM action.
Yeah, they're good that way.
Wear a short skirt and maybe do some news.
How about the overnight girls from the past?
Overnight
Remember
girls
that?
with the sexy
Allison
voices.
Steele.
Even though they're fucking butt ugly.
We're
when you meet
doing
them.
the three... That's why they do overnights.
Yeah.
So they could leave like the Elephant Man in the cover of darkness.
And if anyone does see them, they're drunk, so they think they're like, wow, she is pretty good looking. Oh no, she's not.
We're going to
just
be
drunk,
cruising through the midnight hour, and they have that soft spoken voice. Yeah, and I'm going to be with you here until 4 in.
That's a great shift.
Oh, great shift.
Anybody that is listening is jerking off to your voice.
Holy
How does that make you feel?
She's condemned to just fuck in the daylight. It's the only time she can fuck.
So our new goal, Anthony, is to destroy the whole.
Yeah.
I think the whole's got to step up their game. I have an open mind. I think
change your act.
Yeah, I think women could certainly fit into some of these, morning shows.
Yeah,
it's not for us. We learned that a long time ago, and that's the advice we were given this show in Baltimore. We're like, all right, there's two things. Now that we sort of like you, you backed out of the controversy. Nice, you saved face. He played it perfectly.
He really did.
So, but
well played, Mickey. Well played.
Right. And the advice is simple because they want to be, a huge show in Baltimore and possibly get syndicated to Washington or something or whatever, however that works. He's got to
be careful what you wish for.
He's got to start using his real voice.
Yeah.
That is key. That's something I learned from Brother Weeze.
Yeah, he's got one of these voices that everybody seems to have in radio these days.
Right.
Kind of a little gravelly, a little that singy-songy, little energetic thing going on.
And get rid of the hole.
Yeah.
Somebody that does well, I got to admit, is Kelly from Pugs and Kelly.
Yeah.
She's a woman on a guy talk radio show that does very well because she doesn't play the whole part.
Yeah, if
she's right in there.
If they're there
she's
jumping
right in there
in,
scrapping.
Jumping in like they got a fucking set of balls, that's fine.
Right.
If you're just using your vagina, stop.
So with
vagina.
that,
vagina.
I think that's a pretty good setup. And with that, E-Rock came running down the hall. I'll be honest with you. We were going to just move on from this bit. We were like, okay, we did what we did yesterday.
Yeah.
We don't have to continue focus on them. Whatever. It was a good bit. We're going to do other stuff today. But E-Rock was listening, and he ran down the hall with excitement. I haven't seen E-Rock excited about a CD in a while that he brought in to the studio. So now we give the show to E-Rock for a second or two here. So why are you so excited about this audio?
Well, in all your years...
No, that was Sam.
Oh God, sorry.
Well,
I just yawned like
Let's bring Sam in and see if he learned his lesson. Sam, he was right outside the door.
Are you contrite?
Do you know what you did?
I'm sorry for yawning in the middle of the broadcast.
What did you do? What did you do?
Oh, please hit him.
Oh no. I accidentally.
What'd you do?
I accidentally.
Oh, no, it's got a newspaper.
What'd you do?
I accidentally yawned.
What did you do?
I yawned while you were explaining your story. Ow!
No yawning.
Yes, sir.
See this? Look,
hit us.
You see that?
Yeah.
No.
Ow.
Bad.
Ow.
No.
And make him put his hand down and hit his hand.
Put your hand out. Put out your paw.
Okay.
No. No yawning. You're gonna yawn again?
No.
No.
Never.
Oh, you said no. Sorry.
Never.
I'll take that back.
Ow.
You gotta sometimes, Opie. Sometimes these
understand.
guys, you gotta roll up a newspaper and let them know what they did. Let them know what they did.
And I'll tell you this much, Sam. You yawn again, you're going to get a bare-bottom spanking from Club Soda Kenny.
Oh, my God.
So good luck to you.
Please. I'm going to keep an eye on you, too.
I know you are.
I'm watching.
Mars, you keep an eye on him. Because I know you enjoy a good bare-bottom spanking.
He said us.
When you yawn in front of people?
Oh, Sam, if you yawn. Sam,
Don't you yawn.
If you yawn.
Yeah.
You got a bare-bottom spanking from Club Soda Kenny.
So this is, oh, man.
Oh,
With the 98 Rock in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And, and Mickey and Amelia, Spiegel, 98 Rock.
E-Rock, all right, back to you. So, E-Rock, what's the deal?
Throughout the years, I've seen you guys just take on a lot of radio shows, and a lot of them fight back, and then they just go away. A lot of them
because they know they can't fight the battle.
Some of them don't fight back at all. They don't acknowledge it.
Right.
This is the first time I've ever seen a show actually be divided. That part of the show is like, you know what? O and A are right.
Oh, shit.
I told you yesterday we would destroy the chemistry of their show. And it's already happening?
It's happening.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's not direct, but it's very subtle, and you can pick it up.
So if
just
you listen
through points
closely,
of their conversation, yeah.
Damn.
You know that Mickey was listening to what we had to say yesterday?
Yeah, and not listening to the person who's sitting next to him.
Mickey, I feel your pain.
We
were
understand.
Lucky. We were lucky. Management came to us a few times and said, well, you guys would do very well if you had a woman to balance out your talk. And
we slipped it.
We're like, you know what? Fuck that. We'd rather take a chance of just me and Ant and whoever else in the studio.
We've
obviously
zigged and zagged through our career and missed the fucking hole.
Yeah, so we just have women on our show to show their holes.
Yeah.
Instead of being holes, they show their holes.
They show the holes.
Yeah, they get it wrong out there. Women, show their holes on your show.
Yes. Don't let them be the hole.
All right, so let's get into this audio because E-Rock's like, holy shit. You got to listen closely?
Yeah.
But you can tell?
It jumps out at you without being very direct.
Is this dopey hole pissed off?
Yeah, she's really annoyed.
All right, here we go.
Oh no, have you heard? I've had the time of my life, and I'm dead now. Yes, I swear,
Josh.
it's the truth. I'm dead now, but I've had the time of my life.
That is
Die.
horrible.
This is how they started their show.
That was the beginning.
All right, we started with our Patrick Swayze
whatever,
shit,
you know.
Well,
Come on, what are you criticizing? Come on. Well, just get on there. He was feeling it, a little music, and you kind of off the cuff make some shit up off your head. Sometimes it's gold, sometimes it's not.
Yeah,
but
that's a setup for the last track, Ant.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to tear down a wall, but that's a setup for the last track we're going to play today.
Gotcha.
All right, it really starts here. Mike's big day as Mickey plows past the hole.
yeah.
All right.
Has anybody talked to Mike? You know, he had the big day yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
And another radio show was talking about.
Yeah, they sicked their listeners on me, and I got 3 whole emails.
Well, anyway, the point I'm making, he's so enamored by it.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, he edited it all. There's all the audio.
Oh, God.
Of those guys.
Yeah.
Talking about us.
Mm-hmm.
And
wait, the hole said she got 3
She
whole.
got 3 whole emails. And he goes, yeah. Anyway, what point I'm trying to make?
Oh, that was the hole.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
I think
She's sounding very mannish now.
I'm a dummy because I think the hole's a gay guy.
It sounds like a guy.
It sounds like a guy,
Fuck
maybe
is
a
that
gay
guy?
guy.
So I can't.
That's a woman.
She
distinguish.
sounds a little butch. Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa. Oh, so that's her way of trying to get to us that she only got 3 emails.
Yeah.
Really?
And then Mikey just goes, yeah, but that's
you
the
really?
point I'm trying to make.
Oh God.
Did you really get 3 emails from our listeners?
Come on.
God.
of those guys
Yeah.
talking about us.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just hilarious. He's so freaking.
Went to sleep to it last night like a lullaby.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's the hole.
That is a manly voice, though.
Yes.
I went to sleep like a lullaby. Sounds like a tranny.
Yeah. See, her joke is.
But,
Check this out.
Yeah. Help me.
We're so boring with our radio show.
Right.
That it actually put her to sleep, Anthony.
Oh. Like Sam yawning.
No.
Nah.
Wow.
That's funny.
Instead of putting on a Rain CD. Not that I've done that before, Sam. Stop looking at me, you fucking freak.
Cool.
Okay? She puts our show on it.
Yeah.
And it's like a lullaby.
Like a lullaby. Well, that's good. At least she's listening. Oh, jeez.
Well, if she's going to listen to this show tonight to go to sleep, let me help her out. Cunt. You are a cunt.
Oh, good gosh. Opie, now stop that.
Cunt.
Wait a minute. Opie, now stop that. I'm the hole here. I'm the hole.
So it was just hilarious. He's so freaking.
Went to sleep to it last night like a lullaby.
Yeah. He probably did just play it over.
All right, I see what E-Rock is doing.
Yeah.
He's trying to like be cool about the whole thing, and she's just like, you know, trying to do her little jokes like, "Aren't you guys with me? We're supposed to trash these guys." And he's just like, anyway.
Yeah, and
that's the equivalent of rolling up your newspaper and smacking her in the
smacking
face.
her in the nose.
It's her turn to take shots.
Smack her on the tits. That's what you do with the females. Like I was hitting Sam across his snout.
Yes.
I hit him on his snout. That's how you do it. But girls, you smack them in the tits with a rolled up newspaper when they get a little mouthy.
Cigars and Scotch writes. Who knew China was doing morning radio?
Oh.
Sam, you can appreciate a good wrestling line, right?
I love it.
Yeah. I love it.
Sleep to it last night like a lullaby.
Yeah. He probably did just play it over and over again.
Knowing him, yeah. I'm trying to think of if I'm a fan of anything that much, like where I would like freak out if
yeah, your car.
No,
Amelia, you
I'm
spent
talking
6
about
months.
Yeah, and it kind of cut off because everybody was talking over there, but apparently he was a little pissed because for the last 6 months, all she talked about was her new car. Anytime they were having other conversations.
That's good. That's good radio.
Well, that's what a whole brings to the show, B-Rock.
Especially when a hole talks about it.
This is what a hole talks about.
Probably just talking about how badly she's driving it.
The hole talks about her mother, her period, her new car.
How she can't find a good man. Right. Oh, God. All those men out there.
Mickey enjoyed O&A yesterday. Scott was an O&A fan.
Yeah, but here we are talking about two radio dudes out of New York, and Mike is all about it. But I get it. I understand it.
In our field,
sure,
they're in top 5 guys. I mean,
yeah, that's how Mike feels about it. Sure,
I get it. It was funny listening back to Scott yesterday. He's like, "You're such a little bitch."
Did you see? He was quivering at one point.
I know.
They're gonna cripple our show. I'm like, dude. I mean, I get it. Like I told him, this is a true story.
Yeah.
When I first moved to Albany and started in radio, they were on up there. There was an FM talk station.
Yeah.
So I would listen to them every afternoon. I specifically remember the day. I was probably 25, 26, same exact age as him.
Yeah.
Standing in my bedroom in my house, and I called the Opie and Anthony show. So I'm a mirror image of this kid, but it just bugs me because here I am 10 years later, and I have like the hindsight. I'm like, okay, really not a big deal. They're not going to cripple the show.
But the point is, like the things I've learned along the years, like it's like when people meet. I understand when like people get excited about that.
Sure.
Like I don't hold that against Mike.
No.
And I know that this,
I think he blew it a little bit out of proportion.
Right. I don't hold anything against him. It was just like.
They're not
the way he was like cowering in fear was a little bit,
oh my God.
a bit much.
Cowering in fear. All right, that's cool. They're on to us as far as that goes.
They are going to learn firsthand the power of the Opie and Anthony show because we have destroyed the chemistry of this show. O&A harsh on Amelia. Mickey loved it. Hole takes a shot.
Uh-oh.
But Amelia, they were so harsh on you.
You know what? I really don't care.
I know.
What did we learn, Anthony?
What
did we learn?
All right, Opie, let me think. We have learned over the years.
And we've been guilty of this ourselves.
Yes. When you say you don't care, you care.
I don't care. My jokes don't go over, I don't care. I don't care. He does not care.
But Amelia,
liar, whore, and you know it.
You know what? I really don't care.
I know you don't, but I couldn't. I was listening.
They hate women. They're misogynists, or at least that's what they play on.
I got to tell you though, like,
oh no,
they hate women.
You know what?
They hate women. Shut it.
You know what? You dumb bitch.
I'm proving my point.
You're right to a point. I don't like women on a guy talk show.
We don't like women like you that ruin a potentially good program with just guys. I'm sure there are guys in Baltimore that love just tuning these guys in and go, you know something, I feel that way, or I watched that game, or I hung out like that with my friends and stuff. And then, the Hole said something. Shut up.
Now, and listen to me closely, because, the Howard fans will jump all over this statement, okay?
What?
Howard did a big injustice to radio by hiring Robin. And hold on! Before you start your emails.
Oh, my God.
Hold on. It absolutely worked for Howard. Absolutely.
Oh.
It worked for Howard.
Yeah.
But he is the exception.
Yep.
The problem is, when he hired Robin, but it worked for his show, and this is a mistake most radio shows do, everyone else is trying to follow the formula that Howard had. So what is it? You get an edgy jock, and you get a woman.
Right. And then you get your peripheral people.
Right. And that's the injustice that Howard did to the business, because now we're stuck with all these fucking holes on all these fucking radio shows yapping about nothing.
That have been told that their job is to calm the guys down.
Right.
Don't.
It worked for Howard.
Get in there. Lead with your clitoris.
Right.
You should just get in there when the guys start talking.
And this is where, because a lot of people like to go, the whole Howard and Opie and Anthony thing, and we're copying this and that, blah, blah, blah. No, we're not. See, Howard developed his radio show so it works for him, which meant hiring Robin. It works. I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't, okay?
How could you?
Aunt and I said, fuck that. We're going to do our thing.
Right.
And these radio shows have to do their thing. Stop following the formula of other successful shows. Be yourself. Develop your own thing.
Yeah.
That's the mistake radio has made. Enough with the holes when guys are hanging around trying to do guy talk. Enough.
You know when you could bring the hole in? And that's what I want to address these gentlemen here from this show.
Yeah.
Mickey and such. You can use a hole maybe after you're like in your mid-50s and you're still on the air and you want to do that husband-wife, that fake husband-wife act because you're a little too old there to do the shocky, edgy stuff. So you can do the husband-wife, the battle of the sexes game. Then you bring in the hole and it's fine. The older folk like it. But you guys are young guys. You're tearing it up a little bit. You're having some fun. And you got the brake pedal right there. That is you don't need the brake pedal. You're all about clutch and gas, my friends.
Clutch and gas.
Clutch and gas. Get rid of the brake pedal.
And how the fuck are you going to stick your pinky in some fucking porn star's, coolie if this woman is there?
Well, she's fucking hemming and hawing about the whole thing.
She's going to give you that look like, typical man.
Oh, that's disgusting. Yes, it is. Now watch me lick my finger. They always got to be like, oh, why are you doing that? Oh, you don't know where that's been. Oh, shut it.
And then you lift your finger in the air and go, look at the chlamydia. It's just glowing off this fucking finger
and then
of mine.
Go, like cake batter. You lick it off your finger, and it looks like cake batter from the yeast. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so we don't like women
it is
on the
gross.
radio. I finished the statement.
Yes,
on the radio.
On the radio. Off the air, when we're not on the radio, and or when a good, nice woman comes in on the air.
You know what?
It's like that.
I got to adjust that, though. I don't like women
make an adjustment.
On the radio of shows like
that.
Like guys just trying to hang out and do their thing.
Yep.
There's a few shows here on Sirius XM where the women are being themselves, and it's good stuff.
Edgy twats.
Well,
that's a channel. That's a channel down the hallway. You haven't tuned in Edgy Twats yet?
Well, that one show you were talking about, the broad vaginas?
Broad-minded.
Oh, broad-minded.
Yes. It's
a little wordplay for everybody.
Rambunctious Slits comes on after them.
Oh, wow.
Which is just a great show. They're so rambunctious.
One would imagine.
Steve from Bayshore said, tune into Chatter Cunts, which is right here. And, of course, Goofy is bringing up the great show Gash Talk.
Gash Talk
is fantastic.
They allow you to stick it in their shitters.
Chatter Cunts. These are shows that, if they don't exist, by gum, they should.
No, the Martha Stewart broads, I listen to every once in a while, and I apologize for calling them broads because, whatever. They deserve a little respect. I don't know their names. Alexis. And what?
Who cares? Wow.
What?
I don't know.
Ron Fez had them on. I've been listening to them off and on when I'm in the car.
Yeah.
And they're good. They're just on the wrong channel because Martha Stewart, you think recipes and making stuff out of like twigs and things like that.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden these girls come on in the afternoon and they're doing some pretty edgy stuff.
Yeah, they got to switch to a channel like Taint Talk, which is just fantastic. I tune that in all the time when I'm listening to Lithium.
My favorite Sirius XM channel?
Yeah.
Deep Gash.
Deep Gash.
Deep Gash rules.
Yeah, that's good. It's girls talking a little more in depth about things.
I'm so sick of my penis hitting the back wall, Sam. Do you have this problem too?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you mean?
And then all of a sudden it's folding inside.
They talk about that on
Deep Gash rules.
Oh. Yeah. What time is it now? Because get some clips from the Labia Lounge. That is a fantastic show. I believe Cigars and Scotch turned me on to that one.
Yeah.
Lounge. They just sit around with their lips out.
Yeah, great.
Love the image that conjures up. I'd love to see a logo for Labia Lounge.
Instead of channels like, the 40s channel, the 50s channel, the 60s channel, and the 70s channel, it should be the teen channel, the 20s,
the 30s.
And we'll go up to 30s.
Yeah. I don't really go above that. It's not in my presets.
Hell fucking
Why
no.
is Labia Lounge an actual website? Fantastic. You just can't get away from it.
No.
Wow, that is amazing.
Let's see. Can we do a Jocktober whole edition? Sam is working on Jocktober as we speak. I can't wait. That's one of my favorite bits because, I'm a student of this dumb radio thing. So when Sam brings this
you'd
stuff...
have graduated by now.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'll always be a student.
A student?
Well, you never stop learning.
Oh, Sam, I stopped learning probably 10 years ago.
Oh, but you're doing yourself a disservice.
That's okay, though. I learned enough. Yeah. I learned more than the average person.
Done learning.
Why the fuck do I have to continue learning? I love the people that are in their, 70s and 80s and they're still learning.
Stop it.
What? You should
Why?
learn what cemetery is...
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Accepting. What cemetery is accepting applications?
Which cemetery would make it easy for the family? So you don't
it's
have
convenient.
to take flights to see your dead body in the ground somewhere.
They're learning.
Yeah.
I'm studying for my diploma in mathematics. What a great inspirational story.
What, so you could count how many years left you have?
Yeah.
You could do that on one hand.
80 plus 1.
Yep. Well, let me... all right, so yeah, we're doing Jocktober, and we'll have a whole feature once again, right, Sam?
Well, I feel like Jocktober is an all-whole feature on almost every Jocktober show. So, towards the end, maybe we'll compile a best.
It
of
really
wholes.
makes the best Jocktobers when there's a whole for us to really lambast.
And are we going to start this losethewhole.com website?
Yeah, I don't see.
I think we finally have to give it back to radio. I've been thinking about this lately. We finally got to give it back.
Yep.
We've taken.
It's time to give back, Opie.
Time to start planting trees.
When you get back to the community, let's give back.
If you've ever been in the Northwest and you drive one of those highways and you turn the corner and you see no trees whatsoever, that's what we've done to this business.
Yes.
It's time that we plant a few
Give back
saplings.
I'm going to pass that info on to you.
Okay.
For the website.
That's a great idea. Can we start developing that?
I don't see why not. Especially once Jocktober hits, we could put all the holes up. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, holes with a little audio clip, and people can pick their favorite holes. They could vote on them.
I mean, and the thing is, I could bring them in for Jocktober, and you guys could pick your favorite hole clip to go on for the day. And
love it.
There's so much that can be done.
Look, Anthony, we're talking in general terms because people like Bonnie is funny as shit.
General terms.
Bonnie, Rich Voss's husband. is very funny. Ken in Florida. We know that. And Bonnie's very funny on our show.
Yes.
The thing is, because she comes in and she's not being a hole.
No, she calls Rich a fucking stupid asshole. She calls him impotent. Calls him a fucking woman.
Right.
Says he's unfunny. She makes fun of his speech, his teeth. She does everything all of us guys do.
Right.
Except she doesn't have a cock. As far as I know, I've never seen her pussy. But I assume she doesn't have a cock because she's pretty.
I think she might have a peener.
A peener?
Yeah. She has a peener.
Like Lady Gaga?
Oh, wow. There's another channel on Sirius XM. Travis in New Hampshire. Yes, Travis. Oh.
Hey, guys, right out of Boston, there's 3 hilarious, witty women. It's a show called Lippy Lips.
Lippy Lips. All right. And the reserve chute open. Congrats, dude. Okay. He cut his main loose and opened the reserve.
We got to admit something, though. That was a good line, Travis. What happens, though, sometimes we just tune out when we say, hi, Travis, you're on the air. For real.
Yeah.
Because I'll listen to the replay and go, oh, my God, we gave that guy nothing, and that was a good line.
We didn't even help him out.
We just tune out. All right, let's get back to this audio. So, Amelia, I want a harsh on Amelia. We're going to start this track over because we've been talking for like 15 minutes about other shit. Mm-hmm. And then the whole attempts her shots, but Mickey's like trying to push her down because he heard what we had to say yesterday.
It's like 90210.
But, Amelia, they were so harsh on you.
You know what? I really don't care.
I know you don't, but I couldn't. I was listening.
They hate women. They're misogynists, or at least that's what they play on
I
the
got to
radio.
tell you, though, like...
They really don't like women.
But it was hilarious.
I mean, it's all about how women are assholes and have really no redeeming quality except for
So they're
one
doing
thing.
reality radio.
Yeah, right.
They do reality radio then. No, but, like...
The other thing is you also have to put it in perspective. There are peers. They're in the same business. They're doing the same exact thing we're doing. They're not doing anything that's all that much better. Trust me.
Yeah, and they're actually...
All right, who's that dick?
That is Scott.
All right, Scott has to go too. Mickey, Scott has to go too. I think you got to surround yourself with people that understand what you are trying to do, my friend.
I think he's. I'm willing to cut him a little slack because I think he's speaking in general terms.
No, he says, "Trust me." What does that mean? You listen every day, right?
Nothing better than we do, but I think he means in the fact that like the mechanics of it. I don't think he's talking about quality of show or anything like that. I really honestly think he means the mechanics of this. We're coming in, we're turning on the mics, we're talking to each other. You know, that's what I think. I'm willing to cut him slack. If he bashes us again, I swear I'll shoot him. But
don't say that.
I'm teasing, of course.
Don't say that because no one knows whether we're joking or not. Anymore.
No, of course we're kidding.
I was just amazed that she got away with saying asshole on terrestrial radio.
Whoa, FCC! No, I'm kidding.
We weren't allowed to do it.
They never report
Because
people.
we were on the radar. I should have learned that lesson when the stupid boss told us.
Should have stayed on the gaydar.
The gaydar.
Get it? No, I don't. It's not even
in perspective, there are peers. They're in the same business. They're doing the same exact thing we're doing. They're not doing anything that's all that much better. Trust me.
Yeah, and they went up, and now they're kind of like, meow.
Oh, boy.
I mean,
oh, boy. We went up, and then we went meow.
Really?
Wait. We went up.
That's an insult.
And then we went meow. Oh, like a dick when you take your clothes off. All right. It goes up, and then they look at you, and it goes meow.
I bet you she's got a lot of experience with the meow
part of it. It goes up? No. It goes meow.
Guy's like, fuck, what was I thinking? I'm not fucking this ugly
Shut
broad.
up. Shut the fuck up.
I know I had Ted and Jägermeister's, a few fucking lines off the toilet seat, and a bunch of Guinness, but I ain't fucking this broad. Meow.
I mean, come on.
Man.
Yeah, we had a lot of syndicated markets, and they went away, and it's all about business. It's all about the radio business. Look at everybody.
You know what? We'll never be able to turn people around on that, but
that was a moment in radio. It was a moment in radio history that is just gone. The era of the syndicated hot talk radio is gone. It's fucking gone. Rush Limbaugh, you could get that.
Well,
you could get Hannity.
If you have
political
a talk show,
there's obviously a thing for that. But sports talk to a point, but that's got to be kept local.
Dude.
But edgy talk radio, they got so, first of all, they were petrified about fines. Let me tell this fucking cunt what happened in radio. I'll school you. Slit. Here's what happened. When the FCC jumped on regular radio and put fines from $36,000 to $360,000, whatever it was, around there, it all of a sudden became impossible for a station or a radio company to pay the amount of fines because it was per occurrence per station. So it became suicide to put edgy talk radios on 20 stations, knowing that they could potentially get fined $360,000 times 20. So they cut back and started putting local shit shows on.
Why are you yelling?
Loading them up with holes like you. And that is where we're at right now. And that's why radio is in the shitter. Advertising's down, ratings stink, and people are looking at alternatives. Because that whole era is gone. It was an era. It was a time. It was like pre-cable television.
Well, but people are going to go.
We lived through it. It was fantastic. But times, they did a change.
But the other thing, too, Ant, is they just didn't want to pay us anymore.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah,
that was another thing. Everyone cried poverty because of
when
the
our
economy.
contract was up in all these markets, no one wanted to pay anymore. We didn't have amazing ratings, but we were getting the job done. And in some markets, we did have amazing ratings, actually. Yeah. But Buffalo is a very good example. We were doing a morning show for Buffalo, and I'll give you the numbers. We were making about $75,000. Okay, that's now you got to hear us out. The $75,000 is now split with Sirius XM. Then you got to pay an agent. Then you got to pay our people. Then Ant and I finally get a little taste of the action. It's not a lot of money.
Let us wet our beaks.
Right. So all of a sudden, they offered $50,000 for a morning show in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And we're like, but we knew like the radio business was changing a little bit, so we agreed to that. Then they dropped that number in half.
Yeah.
To $25,000.
And we were kicking ass.
We were doing very well.
Yeah.
And that's what we saw time and time again. That
But
these channels just didn't have the money to pay anymore because the ad dollars weren't where they should be.
And the ad dollars weren't there because also a lot of people were just looking at other places. Radio had become so fucking confined because the FCC. You remember? Does anyone remember maybe a few years back when every fucking story was the FCC and what they were doing to radio? How they were dismantling it and threatening people with their livelihoods and fines. Well, that shit didn't go away. It's still $360,000 if you say fuck or shit.
But, you know, we continue with this, and people are going to go, oh, they're making excuses.
I know.
Yeah, man, 0.0. I love the people that think their silly statements like 0.0 get to us. Shut the fuck up.
Only Mr. Blutarski got a 0.0.
That's right.
And he got 2 pencils up his nose, so it was still funny.
That's right. Stephen S. from Bayshore. The pad data simply reads, awful morning show. Which show are they talking about? That's not good for us. That's not good marketing, whoever is doing the pad data today.
That's probably not good. That's funny.
All right, the hole. So
the hole.
And they went up, and now they're kind of like, rare.
I mean, there's shows on all across the country.
Yeah, but I mean, they had it all, and then something went awry. I mean, I'm not knocking them for they're still working. God bless them.
No, we're more
God
than
bless us. We're still working at least.
We're more than just working. You dumb bitch.
Do you know the industry? Holy
you know that we
shit.
take phone calls from the entire country every morning.
Jersey.
And a few, and a few calls come in from other countries. No, we're more than just still working. When it comes down to still working, trust me, you will not hear this voice.
Oh my God,
I'll be gone.
I'll suck it up right till the bitter end. I'll do appearances at car dealerships.
I will never be the guy that's just still working. Trust me, trust me. This is still worth doing.
Still working.
And because we lost a lot of those markets, we brought a lot of new people to Sirius XM.
Exactly. What do you think? They just went and listened to fucking other shows that sucked ass? No, they came over here.
She actually has a picture of herself next to a pink motorcycle.
Which one's the hog?
Nice gut.
Oh, shit.
Why would you wear tight jeans if you got an awful body?
She's wearing mom jeans.
And why
She's got
would you
a
tuck
bunt.
in your shirt to really make sure everyone sees the beer belly?
Yeah, that really is a bit of a gut there. Ooh, that's going to be a world of hurt when the jeans come off. I'm just saying. Any pants or anything? I mean pants. Any kids in those pants? Does she have kids? Or is she faking it? What's she doing? Because sometimes they fake it like, oh, I have no kids. I'm fucking 19. And really?
Here's the final clip. O&A were hilarious. Hole not happy. Mickey cuts off the hole. Just like we said yesterday, we have destroyed the chemistry of this show. Trust me, we have.
Now the bad data says awful morning show, and then in parentheses, not us.
Right.
Thank you.
Could you just put on the pad data, Opie and Anthony hate Sam too?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Just making sure you're paying attention. Nothing, Sam.
I
It's
was
okay.
trying to-
It's
okay.
all right.
All right.
It was just so funny to hear like how it evolved. Like originally they thought I went on and trashed them.
Right.
Which I didn't.
But that's their MO.
No,
they
but-
love picking radio fights so
No,
that
but
other
listen,
people talk about
But
them.
by the end of their show, they liked our show.
Right.
They just went off on Amelia. And I was like
See what we did? And he's laughing his ass off. He goes, they like our show. They just went off on Amelia.
See what we have done?
Oh, they hate her.
Took an hour to get to this point, but it was
Yeah.
worth it, right?
Took a
See
little
what we
while.
have done?
Fun.
And we don't pick radio fights. We didn't even know about this show. They were talking about us, so we're like, oh, really? It piqued our interest, and E-Rock then and checks it out.
Shows talk about us. It's brought to our attention. We listen, we address it, and then we move on. And then if it continues, we continue.
And we get that reputation. I really want to think about this. Have we ever started a war out of nowhere, Ant? For real?
Got the wall.
It always started with the other show.
Yeah. Yeah. We pretty much we're doing stuff. We're busy.
Right. I really don't think we ever started a war just to start a war. It always was something that was brought to our attention. For real.
That fat must jiggle on that motorcycle. You ever see that?
Let's get back to this because this is great. I got to hear that last part. You know what? Let's just play the whole clip again. They waste more time, right, Sam?
No, it's not a waste of time.
It was just so funny to hear like how it evolved. Like originally they thought I went on and trashed them.
Right.
Which I didn't.
But that's their MO.
No,
they love picking radio fights so that other people talk about
But
them.
by the end of their show, they liked our show.
Right.
They just went off on Amelia. And I was like, wow, like it was so hilarious at times.
Well, I mean, like I said, that's what they do. They bash women. They're a men's locker room show, which, there's definitely a place.
Oh, Mickey. Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. Mickey, listen to me. What she's doing there.
Yeah.
See, you are a locker room show, too. She just doesn't realize that. You know you're a locker room show.
Yep.
Oh, that is a mistake on Amelia's part right there.
Yeah.
They're a locker room show. No, you guys are as well. But you're holding them back, Amelia. And that'll become more and more obvious as the days go on.
Yeah, now that it's pointed out, it becomes blatantly obvious. It's like when you buy a car.
Right.
You see that car all over the place. You go, I never noticed that many of this type of car. But now it's been pointed out. You own it. You know it. And they're going to notice now every time she opens her mouth and they go, oh, shit. What the fuck is that?
Is that her?
That's her.
Is she inbred?
What's going
No,
on
for
there?
real, is she?
Why? That's not confirmed or denied. I don't know.
Is she one of those people that live in the woods?
No, I think she does this radio
What are they
show.
called? The Jackson Whites or something?
Her hair's nice there.
Something like that.
Jackson Bright.
Her hair's nice there?
Well, no, if you like greasy, stringy hair.
All right, I forced that one. I'm sorry. All right, here we go.
All right.
Been working on that, Ann. Have you noticed?
Yes.
Yeah.
They just went off on Amelia. And I was like, wow, like it was so hilarious at times.
Well, I mean, like I said, that's what they do. They bash women. They're a men's locker room show, which, there's definitely a place for that in radio. We kind of
Isn't that kind of what we're doing?
Well, yeah, except for you guys actually let a woman in, which is kind of refreshing.
Refreshing.
Josh, do you have a song or anything you'd like to take us out with? I don't know if I know you're a big fan of the music.
I've had the time of my life.
And they went to break.
Mickey.
Wow.
Mickey, you rule.
That had to hurt. Is she an Amazon? How big is this fucking girl? Look at her.
Mickey.
The hot fucking chick
look at
next
that
to her.
blonde, huh?
That blonde is really fucking
Why the
attractive.
fuck would you agree to take a picture with two hot broads?
Come here, let me take a picture. Lily, hold the camera, Lily.
Wow. If that doesn't make a shit sandwich where the bread tastes really good.
Maybe you shouldn't have.
I don't even know what that means. I just decided to go with
Well,
it.
there's two very attractive girls next to this giant. Maybe you shouldn't put something that shows scale next to, and scale is probably not the right word either. She is not a petite girl, I think.
Wow, no, she's wide.
Kind of afraid of her. Now I'm scared of her.
Did you hear that, though, Ant? I got to applaud Mickey.
Yeah.
Mickey, you're one of the
Mickey.
smart ones in this business. I'll tell you why.
He
Because
sees.
we give our advice every once in a while. We like to hold what makes us close to the vest.
Yeah.
So we don't want anybody copying us. But Mickey, you're a smart one. We gave you advice, and you're going with it.
He's going with it, and he realizes
He can't be all in right away. You'll see. It'll be more stuff like this. Like she was trying to make a point, and let's back up here. And he just cut her off pretty much in mid-sentence. That's what you do to a whole.
Oh, hold on, too. This is being brought up, and I noticed this, too.
Yeah.
Play back the tape from yesterday. We don't necessarily have to do that, but I noticed this, too. His voice sounds a lot different.
Today?
Today. Now, I also think he's worked on the voice thing, which is very good. He sounds more natural, just like a guy hanging out.
He might have the raspy voice to begin with. That's okay.
Yeah, the raspy voice is fine, but you don't have to make it like that.
Yeah, you
almost
don't have
a
to
singy-songy, deepen it up and articulate every word so it is.
That's right, Anthony.
You just talk. Fuck it. You fuck up, you fuck up.
That's right. That's right. That's what you do.
Yeah.
See, anyone could kind of put their voice down in this level.
But he, I think, is sounding a little different. He's showing the whole who's fucking boss in there. If she don't want to deal with it, Odensey, get the fuck out. Take your tits and your vulva and fucking leave. I like it.
There's definitely a place for that in radio. We kind of
Isn't that kind of what we're doing?
Well, yeah, except for you guys actually let a woman in, which is kind of refreshing.
Josh, do you have a song or anything you'd like to take us out with? I don't know if you. I know you're a big fan of the music.
Bravo!
I've had the time of my life.
And
Fucking
see, like
Mickey, bravo.
See, like I said, we played the song to begin this whole thing, and there you go.
Brings it right around.
Brings it right around perfectly. Another perfect bit by Opie and Anthony.
God damn. Beautiful.
Can we go home, Sam? That was a perfect bit.
Sam, it's about time, right?
You guys were great, but
All right.
What the fuck, Dirk Jeter gets
Everybody.
a night off every once in a while.
We
Yeah, but
will
you guys
see
are better.
you tomorrow.
No.
What?
No, we don't need
I
to go
thought
yet.
we would
Still
go.
a lot more ground to cover and a lot more of your takes on what's going on in pop
Why
culture
did I
and
look at the
news.
clock?
And you have Diddy coming in, so.
Diddy's
Oh, yeah,
Eric,
Diddy's coming in.
Eric, you're fanning the flame.
And one more time.
On the barbecue? I'm sorry. It's unnecessary. It's not Goof on E-Rock Day. I take
Loves
that
his
back.
food.
It's all right.
He
We went half
certainly
an
does.
hour. It's fine.
All right.
And I'm being reminded, John in Buffalo. Thank you, John. How much is Opie charging for his consulting here?
Send them a bill.
Mickey, this is going to cost you, my brother.
It would be good.
And Kenny's coming to collect, my friend. But it's going to be worth it.
Look for a big dope.
$1,000.
Look for a big dope to come into your studio. And that's not your hole.
No.
Because she's big.
And 1,000.
Hold on. I really bombed.
$1,000 though. In
A
cold,
grand?
hard cash.
That ain't
Kenny is
bad.
jumping in his car now, and he's driving to Baltimore.
You gave them advice that in no time at all will pay dividends on that grand.
Honestly, it will.
Yeah.
It will. You'll see. And the listeners, call their show and
They'll
you know,
know.
and just keep pushing the issue that that they'd be a much better show without the whole.
And their listeners are going to listen and be like, oh, boy, the whole just said something that I bet the guys don't appreciate. So everyone will understand how useless and what an albatross, what an anchor she is to a potentially very good program.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys seem to have what it takes. You know what I mean?
She's about a month away from doing noontime blocks.
Yeah. If you're management over there and you're listening, you don't have to get rid of her and break her heart or anything. Just put her in middays. You just stick her in middays to do some, rock blocks or whatever the fuck it is, and let the guys be guys. I like Jorge Posada there on the right. Who is that? A little bit. Posada.
Jesus.
Yeah.
One more time, man, because Mickey learned from us today.
I
Mad
can't
respect for
help
this
it.
Mickey guy.
Can't
One more
help
time.
Play it again.
Women, they're a men's locker room show, which, there's definitely a place for that in radio. We kind
Isn't
of
that
do some
kind of
that.
what we're doing?
Well, yeah, except for you guys actually let a woman in, which is kind of refreshing.
Josh, do you have a song or anything you'd like to take us out with?
She's done.
The dead air there.
She's done.
That fucking silence, by the way,
she's done.
Was brilliant.
She's done. She's so done. It's not even a bit. Like, he did it as a bit, but the funny thing is, most of the people that just heard that on their show have no idea what the Opie and Anthony controversy is all about. That is so inside.
Yep.
The guy learned from us and said, all right, here I go. This is how I do it.
Impeccable
She's
timing.
Done. She's done.
Impeccable timing. That fucking
Done.
delay.
Goodbye.
And then let's go to music. It spoke volume. He made silence speak volumes. It's a talent, my friend.
He's done.
Yeah.
She's done. Sorry.
She's done.
She's done.
Bye-bye.
We got to tell Jimmy about the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We have a new website called...
New show.
We have a website called losethehole.com.
Yeah.
Our whole new thing, Jimmy, we're going to get all the holes fired from locker room talk radio shows.
Because they don't belong there.
Yeah.
They're further ruining radio. And this is a way we can actually help out. A lot of things in radio, we can't help out.
No.
Radio is destroying itself. We can't really do anything. It's management. It's shit like that. But this is a place where Opie said yesterday, we can give back.
We're going to give back. We're going to
give back.
We're finally giving back to radio, and our advice is to get rid of the hole. Put them in middays, let them do noontime blocks, put them late night if they have sexy voices so guys can jerk off. But as far as being part of a locker room type morning show,
Adios.
It's time to get rid of all of them. All of them.
Yeah.
Except for Robin. you know. I mean, we explained that perfectly. Howard picking Robin really fucked radio bad. It worked for him, but then everyone decided to try to copy that.
Formula was going to work for everybody. And meanwhile,
have an edgy show with some broad in there to keep everything
so
safe.
you can, get away with stuff, and so she can calm the guys down. Oh, the boys are out of control. Let me throw in a fucking wrench into these gears.
Stephen S. from Bayshore, dump the clump. So the show out of Baltimore kind of took some shots at us. You know the drill, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, of course. What show?
98 Rock. But it turns out...
But it's got an interesting twist, this story, Jimmy. It's got a twist.
Is this new stuff?
This is like...
No. I like a twist.
Yes. This is like The Sixth Sense.
So, anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, so another show kind of taking shots at us.
Okay.
The producer, it turns out the producer of this show is a huge fan of our show. I mean, huge. Okay. And when he was driving into work with the main guy, Mickey, from this morning show, I guess our show was on, so there was a discussion about it, blah, blah, blah. It turns out the Mickey guy is also a fan. All right?
Now, we had inadvertently mistaken. We thought that he didn't like the show, didn't like us, thought it was talented, thought a war was starting.
Right. So wait, let me pretend to be surprised here. Somebody says something and you guys just react and then realize it was incorrect.
No. Yeah, all right. And people said they look like the Bizarro Us. Two guys.
Got goatees and
why is the guy
heads.
holding his chin looking up? He looks pensive, as if he's deep in thought.
Yes, he's thinking. But the guy turned it around on his own show saying, no, I actually like these guys. And he was able to back out and save face.
Yep.
But as he was backing out and saving face, the whole...
Yes, the whole...
got involved. And Ant and I basically said, we said to Mickey on our show, look, get rid of the whole and you'll have a much better show. We'll support you guys.
Got to get rid of it.
We know sounds like you got something going on.
Know she was thrust upon you. We know it. Just like... Get rid of her.
I like to get
Have
the ladies'
fun.
opinion, though. I want the ladies' take.
Fun.
Yeah, well, as he was explaining, I'm going to replay this clip from yesterday. As he was explaining the whole situation, the whole tries to get in, because she still wants to take shots at us because we beat the shit out of her, Jimmy. It was bad.
Has anybody talked to Mike? You know, he had the big day yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
And another radio show was talking about...
Yeah, they sicked their listeners on me, and I got 3 whole emails.
Well, anyway,
that's the whole. Now, what you're going to...
That's a girl?
Yeah.
I know.
That's not a chick.
We were saying that, too. What a voice, huh?
Yeah.
What a sexy voice.
It's not a chick. I don't believe it.
Now, the advice we gave Mickey was, look, the hole's going to ruin your show, so just ignore her. And this was the next day after we told him that. And you could already hear he's trying to ignore the hole.
She got 3 whole emails. Does she mean H-O-L-E?
Oh, that's what she meant.
Yeah. She got 3 emails, Jimmy. You think that's real?
No.
I think she might
Pack of lies.
Perhaps more.
But she's just downright pissed.
Yeah, they sicked their listeners on me, and I got 3 whole emails.
Well, anyway, the point I'm making.
You hear that
she
anyway?
was so enamored by it.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, he edited it all. There's all the audio.
Oh, God.
Of those guys.
Yeah.
Talking about us.
Love this.
And so it was just hilarious. He's so freaking...
Went to sleep to it last night like a lullaby.
Yeah. Oh, he probably did just play it over and over again.
Knowing him, yeah. I'm trying to think of if I'm a fan of anything that much. Like where I would like freak out. If
yeah, your car. Amelia, you spent 6 months.
Media.
Is she in the witness protection program and they're changing her voice? Like, yeah, I was a mafia wife, and yeah, I would dress very sexily and go to some of these mafia.
You're right. You sound like a man. She sounds like Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs going under the garage.
Oh God, that was so bad. Yeah,
that awful voice. And I don't know. I'm a big fan of anything. Apparently, large gums. She should have a fucking green apple between those teeth. I have never seen a larger tooth gum ratio on a human head before.
It's giant.
She's atrocious.
And then Mickey continues. So remember, we gave Mickey advice. Ignore the hole. You'll be a lot better.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
But Amelia, they were so harsh on you
You know what? I really don't care.
I know you don't, but I couldn't. I was listening.
They hate women. They're misogynists, or at least that's what they play on.
I got to tell you though, like
they really don't like women.
But it was hilarious.
I mean, it's all about how women are assholes and have really no redeeming quality except.
So
for
they're
one
doing
thing.
reality radio.
Yeah, right.
They do reality radio then.
Good.
No, but like
the other thing is you also have to put it in perspective. There are peers. They're in the same business. They're doing the same exact thing we're doing. They're not doing anything that's all that much better. Trust me.
Yeah, and they went up, and now they're kind of like. Rare.
I mean, there's shows on all across the country.
Yeah, but I mean, they had it all, and then something went awry. I mean, I'm not knocking them for they're still working. God bless them.
No,
Shut
we're more.
up.
Thank you, Jimmy. We're more than just working. You fucking twat.
She just has big gums.
Yeah.
I don't like her gums.
They flap a lot, too.
I guarantee you that her teeth get dry. I don't like this lady and her fucking. You know, people with dry teeth.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking. Their lips are not big enough to cover their awful horse teeth.
Yeah, and she is giant, too.
Ugh.
Maybe she's got that giantism. You know, when I was in the 3rd grade, I was on the female basketball team. It was fantastic.
How tall were you in 3rd grade?
3rd grade, I had my 8th growth spurt, and I was 6'8"
in 3rd grade.
In the 3rd grade, and I was growing by the day.
Were you just a normal child, even though you were very tall?
You know something? Regular kid, regular girl. I liked putting on makeup.
Yeah.
I liked putting on pretty clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to look pretty.
Where did you get your clothes? Because you wouldn't fit into the regular size
My
clothes.
mother had to sew them.
Really?
Yeah, she'd buy one dress and or 2 dresses and make one out of it.
How tall were you in the 6th grade?
6th grade, I really perked up there. I was just about tipping at 7 foot.
7 foot for 6th grade.
7 foot at 6th grade. And then my pituitary gland started pumping fluid into my gums. And my gums grew too. So I got big gums and giant fucking talon feet.
She really is a toothy broad, isn't she? Nice teeth, Dick.
Shut up.
E-Rock. Fucking crate of toothpaste. Paint roller it on. You fucking toothy zilch. Quiet fucking Fred Gwynn voice.
I don't like them, Eddie.
Every day they got to put a new door in because she leaves just crashing through it.
Take that, you nobody in radio.
What's worse than being a 6'4" with giant teeth and a woman? That's terrible.
Look at the real women next to her. There's a picture of her in the middle with 2 real women who actually are attractive, have nice bodies and everything. And she is just this giant beast.
She has the right fucking height and tooth proportions. If she's fucking pulling a Budweiser cart in a winter commercial.
Yeah, that's what happens when she walks around.
Oh, her Clydesdale fucking qualities are really enraging.
E-Rock was so excited. He's never heard a show take our advice more than this Mickey guy.
Great.
Like, all of a sudden, he's, blowing her off. We ruined the chemistry within 2 days of this radio show.
But obviously, there had to be a problem before that, but they just tolerated her.
Sure.
And no one really noticed it because it hadn't been pointed out. Now that it's been pointed out, they're all like, oh, my God, she does just fucking babble or interrupt us when we're in the middle of doing something. And now the listeners, if they listen to their show, listen and go, oh, my God, she's worthless. She's fucking worthless.
So here's a great example of Mickey just completely taking our advice, like Ant was saying, showing that she's worthless.
It was just so funny to hear how it evolved. Originally they thought I went on and trashed them,
Right.
which I didn't.
But that's their MO.
No,
they
but-
love picking radio fights.
No,
so
but
that
listen,
people talk about
But
them.
by the end of their show, they liked our show.
Right.
They just went off on Amelia, and I was like, wow, it was so hilarious at times.
Well, I mean, like I said, that's what they do. They bash women. They're a men's locker room show, which, there's definitely a place for that in radio. We kind of
Isn't that kind of what we're doing?
Well, yeah, except for you guys actually let a woman in, which is kind of refreshing.
Josh, do you have a song or anything you'd like to take us out with? I don't know if I know you're a big fan of the music.
I've had the time of my life.
See, the guy.
Oh my God.
The guy actually took our advice and went,
Oh,
"Wow,
good for him. I like
Opie and
this
Anthony
guy.
are making a
Yeah.
point that I can understand."
That monolith, she was hoping he'd play fucking Helen Reddy.
She actually thought she could.
I am Dino, hear me roar.
She actually was trying to say they do locker room stuff, but we do something different here. And Mickey knows he's doing locker room stuff.
But you allow a woman to, and you know something? We really don't. We were forced to.
He probably didn't know it was a woman by the demo tape.
Yeah, this gentleman sounds good. Okay.
He probably played center for the Liberty. He's fine.
Thought he was hiring Tag to do sports.
He was.
How great is that?
Oh, it's fantastic.
We fucked up her world. I mean, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of time now.
Should I have more photos of her big shoulders, please?
Yeah, I got to see that.
She's
giant
terrific,
woman.
this one.
So
giant.
Yeah.
And it leads to this bit, manhole, the manhole, the manhole. What is this, Sam? A bunch of what? Women doing kind of locker room stuff?
Well, Troy Kwan came up with the idea, and then
the Troy Kwan,
and then Steve C and I helped him pen it. Yeah, it's a station promo for the brand new channel on Sirius XM, which is all guy talk, but done by funny women.
Ah. Why didn't Ant and I write a little something for this, Sam?
Oh, right. You guys are already headed out. By that
really?
point.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
What was it, 10 o'clock?
Yeah. I have a little experience, with radio. I could have wrote some stuff for you.
I mean, it would have been a huge help. It really would have been great.
You know how much material we can write in the time it takes an elevator to go 36 floors? Could we write
Sam,
material?
Next time you follow us out, and we'll write down some of our genius for you. And then you go back upstairs and throw it in this.
And sometimes the elevator stops at a floor and doesn't make it all the way down to the lobby without stopping, and that's extra time to write.
Sometimes we actually have to wait for our cars, too.
Yep.
Wow.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, by write out, you mean dictate, and then I would write it out, I would assume.
Yeah, we're not
writing
anything.
write any. What, pen to paper? Stop it.
I don't remember the last time I actually wrote anything.
Wrote
Sam.
a bit? Remember I used to save them.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're all yellowed and cracked around the edges, like Civil War documents. I think there's old Barney bits that look like Civil War documents.
Barney, remember that?
Of course. That's what I used to write. I go into the studio and record it and everything. Oh, my God, the good old days.
Let me say hi.
See, they admitted that they don't do anything anymore.
All right, so let's take a listen to this.
It's produced by Lil Nicky.
I tapped out, though. What is this about again?
It's the thing. The premise. There was a premise that you guys discussed yesterday.
Premise, which
was girls doing guy talk,
and the channel names would be kind of like crazy, outrageous, like stuff, right? Okay, I got you, Sam. Let's play this.
The new extreme guy talk channel for guys by women. It's the manhole. All hole, all the time. Forget what you've heard. All girl is funny, like the morning crew. Debbie and Susan with Twat Talk.
Did you see Lesnar's tibia tear through his leg last night on the UFC fight? Yeah, that was cool, but wouldn't it have been better to just talk out their problems? Yeah, you're right. They probably have a lot in common.
Stay tuned for middays. Alice and Betsy give their take on what guys are talking about on Chatter Cunts.
Do you think Mitch Hedberg could have been the next Bill Hicks? Who's Bill Hicks? A comedian, like Margaret Cho. Oh, that sounds funny.
Then, listen to Rita and Lawanda in the Labial Lounge as they get down with today's hottest porn stars.
Hey, guys. So we have Taya Parker in today. Ooh, what do you want to do with her?
We should find out what kind of clothes porn stars wear.
I hope she's wearing underwear today.
Then end your days right with the night crew, Beatrice and Wanda on Clit Commandos. And watch out, you never know when Roy might stop by the studio for wacky shenanigans.
Have you ever parked in a handicap spot without a sticker? Yeah, I did once. I felt like such an outlaw.
Will you two whores shut the fuck up and suck my dick?
Oh, Roy.
Yeah. That's right. That's the manhole. All hole, all the time. Available now on Sirius 505 XM 400. Special radio required.
Special radio required.
I kind of like it, Sam.
Yeah. Can you guys take this is going to be Steve just wrote one little part.
Yeah, I wonder what that was.
Can you take a wild guess which part Steve added?
Was it toward the end?
It was.
The rape scenario, basically? Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
The first two of their acting was horrendous. They were just reading their lines. But the rest of the girls really got into their parts.
Well, the thing is, we wanted to do it yesterday afternoon, so not all of these women are like voiceover talent. Some work in sales, some work. They're just women with women voices, so we threw them in a booth.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So not actresses?
We needed 8 women. And like,
which part did Travis play?
Travis was not asked to do a woman voice on this promo.
Okay.
Oh, because he's a woman.
Right.
Yeah, see. Get it? We should do more of these.
More chick chat shows?
Yeah, I kind of like Manhole.
Well,
the channel name is Manhole.
The Manhole, yeah.
With Jocktober coming up.
That's true.
JB in Utah. JB?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
How are you, JB?
Buddy. Doing pretty good. Jimmy, good to have you back.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, I want to know why you guys like the morning matchup. They got a hole on there. You guys seem to fall
a guy
all
that
over
just
her.
doesn't get it. Sir, the definition of a hole is not Nicole. Okay, Nicole's doing a morning show for a pop station. There's a lot of females that listen to that pop station. They feel comfortable listening to Nicole and that radio show. The Hole is actually a woman that has no business being part of a guy talk show.
Right.
A locker room type show like ours. Think our show with some dumb broad chiming in to try to keep everything safe. It's very different.
Nicole was
I'm not saying women don't have a place in broadcasting. They just don't have a place when it comes to locker room type radio shows.
It's under the console. That's their place in broadcasting.
That's right, Jimmy. You tell them.
Filleting the men.
That's right.
Well, I just I didn't see the difference in you guys, but you guys are doing a good job. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir. Get a hold of yourself. You're fawning.
This next guy is so excited. Let's go to Adam in Delaware. Adam, a little update on that show out of, I guess, Baltimore, right? Adam?
Yes, sir. I just want to let Opie know you should be getting your consulting fee from Mickey and Amelia in the mail any day now. Because,
Nice.
They have strippers on the show queefing on command right now.
Queefing on command? You can't do that on regular radio.
No.
I don't know, man. Amelia seems pretty appalled, though.
Oh, really? The Hole's not happy?
Of course she is.
Yeah.
Lose the Hole.
Get rid of the hole.
Lose the Hole. Thank you, Adam. We'll check it out.
Oh, guys, this is gross. Oh, guys.
Oh, you find this entertaining?
Oh,
yes.
Oh.
Can you imagine?
No. I cannot comprehend that.
At all, right?
Terrible that would be.
How would we deal with that?
Shut up, bitch. Every 2 seconds.
We would, right?
Yeah.
And then we'd be in trouble. And I know radio guys that actually get. I got to talk very vague here, but I actually know more than one radio guys that got sued by the Hole.
Wow.
Sued by the Hole.
Was it for sexually harassing atmosphere?
I got to keep it vague.
Okay.
But
That's
it's
crazy.
But it's stuff they were just doing on the radio, you know. And the Hole more than willing to participate in the conversation at hand.
That's fucking crazy.
And then something goes bad, and next thing you know, they run to Human Resources, and they sued the radio show host.
Shouldn't be allowed.
2 guys I know. And they weren't doing anything that outrageous, to be honest with you. The Hole turns around and sues. Can you imagine?
Should not be allowed
What
to even
the
be
fuck?
entertained.